should be good, guys. Should be good.
Are we live already? I didn't even know it was gonna be that quick.
I didn't expect it to be.
What's up, everybody?
What up, guys? Welcome in.
Let me let me pull up the stream so I can get the chat here.
There we are.
So,
See us.
Baze is running a
What's
little
up,
late
Raul?
tonight, but he should pop
So
in
And we
later.
got IFOMO back with us. IFOMO's been gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Missed you.
I had a lot of nursing stuff to deal with for my nursing degree. The finals are over and everything was successful, so now I get a few months to relax. And as Shugg said, I need to prepare for my next classes. So thanks
I was
for.
just saying, yeah, what I mean,
Yeah,
instead of
Shugg's
taking
like,
3 months
he's like,
off.
are you sure you don't want to like start studying right now? Like, get that in? I'm like, nah, I just want to chill for like.
Just take a week,
just-
maybe.
You're
Yeah.
like, give me a
Yeah,
second.
I mean, dude, I did some yard work today. I'm like, I'm already like starting to go back to my physical routine. Like, this nursing stuff takes up all your time. It's ridiculous.
Getting bored, so you're starting
Yeah.
to look for stuff to do. Just
Definitely.
yeah. What can I do today?
Jesus. With Paul coming in hot.
Yard.
Paul, what up?
Paul coming in hot.
Oh shit. Yeah.
What, spicy topic?
Or the patients,
No,
right?
he just a lot of nurses to take
yeah.
down and deal with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit.
like one of those things too. It's like one of those degrees where it's like it's important, I feel like, to do well.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Yeah. I hope. Yeah.
Not like my business degree. It's like you could get whatever, you know, and it's not as like I mean, it's still I mean, healthcare seems a little bit more important to do well and to know the material, you know.
Yeah, especially given the circumstances. Like they say, you're the second line of treatment for the patient. Line
Yeah.
of treatment. I think that's not the phrase. It's just the second in command, basically. So
Yeah, right
yeah,
below the doctor, it's you.
yeah, you have to make sure you know your stuff. And actually, when you're like dealing with medications, the doctor isn't quite there as much. You kind of talk to the doctor
Yeah.
via
Doctors.
text message. I didn't even know this. They talk to each other via like WhatsApp or like through a group chat or something like that. And the nurses typically are the ones making the judgment calls. They're just getting it approved by the doctors.
Yeah,
Doctors.
I think depends on where you work too, like what part of the hospital you're in. But like, yeah,
Yeah,
if you're on a ward, there's no like I used to work on a multi-service ward, and there was no doctors. It was just us and the nurses, and we would be managing or not managing, but like they'd pop in from time to time. But their care was based on what the doctor ordered, and then if anything happened in between, we'd contact the doc for like, hey, this is what's going on. Can we do this? And then they'd be yeah or no, and then do this instead. But
Mm.
Like
sorry,
don't
I
Yeah.
don't
realize
call
this is a
till you
Pokemon
absolutely need
podcast,
him.
but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean it's beyond, right?
it's
We
beyond
include
it,
that.
yeah.
We include that.
Yeah.
So 6 hour drop with black and white. That's a good sign, right? On Pokemon Center.
That's how long it lasted.
6 hours. I heard. The
Yes, sir.
rattle and a possum bud, I believe.
That's how long the product lasted online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That's
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 great.
and
I mean, I'm happy for everybody. It's about freaking time.
is that better than normal on the English side?
It usually lasts for like an hour,
Oh,
and everything's
damn.
gone. Yeah.
Oh.
So 6 hours is like a lifetime
And
compared
it's
to
taken
what's.
by bots.
Yeah.
I wonder too if they'll do it like Japan where like sometimes with certain not every set do they do this, but like sometimes they'll do like a release period and then they'll have another one a week or two later where they'll be like, okay, here's the second pre-order period. I don't know if they do that on the English side, but I'm wondering if they'll just pop another one up sometime in between.
I heard this as well. Are they matching up set releases? Is that something that's happening, or is that just an idea
I
that
never
was?
heard that.
Black and white.
I mean, I know you've talked about it, but I feel like I heard that recently. Like that's what they're trying to do. Same set release.
That would be cool, I
Oh.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
can't
I don't know.
remember.
Like, you talking about like the product or just like the time frame in which it's released? Like the sets are released at the same time.
Yeah. Same time.
Exactly.
Same time.
Sets.
Oh, okay. That would be. I don't know why. I don't know. There's probably a really good reason for it. I don't know what it is, but it would make sense to me for them to do it that way.
They
I
should.
think it would take away all the the hype period of where people just want to get their hands on the newest thing, and Japan's the one that has it. So like all the streamers and everybody collectors just rush to the the Japanese side or Japanese market to get that stuff. Too, I was thinking about something along those lines the other day, and I was like, have there? I know like the black and white pre-order period that they just had, the one we're talking about, it happened actually before the Japanese one because ours just started, I believe, yesterday.
Okay.
And your guys's was like a week ago, right? Has that ever happened? Like where the English is letting
Before
their
Japanese.
custom, yeah, but like the pre-order at least happening before?
I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I know it's been pretty close, right? Lately.
Yeah, I don't think it has, but maybe they've done it in the past. But I was just like, I wonder if that was like maybe a tactic to try and like, hey, let's let all the actual English collectors that may have been buying on the Japanese market because that one was pre-ordering first.
Yeah.
Let's just like let them buy the English product. Maybe they don't have enough cash, and then we'll do like the Japanese one, and they won't be able to like um, take all the Japanese supply from that market. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of like speculating, and
I
it's
think
probably
that's
not that
interesting.
deep.
I thought that I heard something about that happening for the last set, but nothing before that. Uh, I think they need to do all languages, especially now that they're doing international, like Spanish and Latin America. They should release all this stuff at the same time. It'll just be a greater satisfaction of demand,
Yeah.
all at the same time.
I don't know how I feel about. How do you guys feel about the leaks that we get so far ahead of everything? Do we like that we know we're getting all this shit already? Like, cause
Well, let me ask you this then. Uh, what is everybody talking about right now? Are they talking about the Mewtwo or are they talking about the Zekrom and Reshiram full arts?
it's either
The Mewtwo from Destined Rivals that's coming out in a month? Or are they talking about the Reshiram Zekrom that's coming out at the end of the year?
yeah.
So
Or
it's like, it definitely draws the attention to stuff that is just not even anywhere close to being released and draws it away from the main attraction, which is the set itself that's coming in 30 days. Well, 20 days.
I
Yeah,
think
it's like a
So,
good.
never-ending hype machine. I feel like
I think it'll
I
come
don't
right
personally
back.
like it. Like
well said.
it's like inevitable, right?
Mhm.
It's inevitable. Like the internet's there. People are gonna have like leaks and stuff all the time. But um, I feel like they did a pretty good job with the rocket set in Japan. Like it was like pretty like a week or 2 weeks before is when we started seeing like a lot of the big SARs, right? And usually it's sometimes like with the black and white cards.
It's like the first
But I don't know if
ones.
those were
Yeah.
leaks or if those were just previewed from the Pokemon Center. But uh, it's sometimes it's like I, I think about it and I'm like it's kind of um, I don't know, it's just way too far ahead, and it's not as special like when you go to like open the box. I feel like if you're gonna open it, but it's inevitable. I feel like, and it's just like a never-ending hype machine.
Must be some sort of marketing strategy to just keep the freaking thing burning. But it doesn't
Rosetta.
necessarily work in our hobby.
Once.
I think what they do with Japanese, where they do it like very close to release, is brilliant, but they should release all the other ones too so that the hype is equal for everything. There's such an imbalance of demand for English because Japanese releases first and cheaper, you know?
Yeah. Rosetta
Yeah,
says it's yesterday's news until the price tags come out for newer
There
sets,
you
and I was like, yeah, it kind of runs into once it once the videos start coming out that people have it in hand, the hype will go right back to the Mewtwo for the time being, you know. Um,
Yep, absolutely.
I hope they've got to be. Those can't be the top hits, right? The black and white Zekrom full arts. We gotta expect like an SAR, SIR, something, right? Maybe.
I think there'll be
Uh,
SARs, but they're a new rarity, right? It said.
That's what I was about to ask. Is that what is it new? Complete. It's what
See,
what
when I was watching
what's the rarity?
BTC video, that dude said that the chase was gonna be Zekrom Reshiram. He didn't say that those were gonna be like, the top hits or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
They replaced the UR slots for the black and white sets. Okay, so instead of the double R's, or the
Oh.
I mean the not the
They're new rarity,
EXs,
aren't
but
they?
the
Oh, BWR is the rarity.
BW.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's interesting.
SARs will come. Will still come for Zekrom. Okay.
I like
Well,
the
good
cards. You guys
then.
like the cards? I think they look badass.
Yeah, I like
all
the-
black, all white.
I like the
I
Victini
think-
too. The red. That looks really good too.
I think they're
Yeah.
gonna look even better in person with the texture.
Yeah.
In the light, it's gonna look so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it
I'm
looks really
excited.
cool. Like the texture, and then like there's like, I don't know. The
Ultra
black
rare. I
one
thought that
looks
was
really
hyper
good.
rare, or is it different in Japanese? Is ultra rare?
It's the gold cards, the URs,
Yeah.
or like
okay.
the gold cards now.
Now,
Gotcha.
let's be real though. Every time
Replace
these
the
sets
URs.
come out, they print the living crap out of them.
Every time what?
At least for us. Sorry, not in Japanese. At least in English, they print the living crap out of them.
And it's
For
a
what?
specialty set already.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna have a booster box. The black and white set.
And correct me if they're two complete different sets, right? Just like Japanese.
They're two different sets. I assume that you're gonna get some cards in the white ETB and other cards in the black ETB, and there's like,
So I
there's
guess
like
it,
248
Yeah.
Pokemon, I think. So you split that in half, that's 124. So
I guess-
yeah, that's gonna be nuts. I think Mimic Brew. Shout out to Mimic Brew. He said
Looks sick.
that he was not trying to or he was gonna have a hard time master setting this one.
yeah, it
It's
makes
like all the other probably prismatic evolutions is a pain in the butt too. Oh, and they also have Pokeballs and Master Balls. Black and white set.
Reverses or what? What did I
Yes,
just do?
probably. I'm assuming.
This Victini is I think you have to win it from a tournament, like it's like a promotional tournament when the set releases, and you have to use like certain cards from the new set, and then if you win at a Pokemon gym, which is just like a store LGS registered with Pokemon here in Japan, you can get this card.
damn.
So that's how it works.
For this one, for the other two, they're in the set, I believe, but the Victini, the red one, that one you have to win through a Pokemon gym in Japan. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be in English, but I'm already
Wow, if they put that as a promo.
Victini UPC on the way, probably. SPC.
Can you imagine that? That would be
Right.
insane. If that is again giving me those like print to death vibes, you know? It's
Hopefully.
like, oh, there's gonna be one of these special rares in a box that just kind of degrades the value of the card a little bit. Just in my opinion.
It's a
Sorry,
good
what was
sign.
that last part you said? I couldn't remember, or I couldn't hear what you said.
That sticking the Victini as a promo in a box would kind of degrade the value of that rarity of card a bit. So I'm not necessarily in favor of that. It's like when one time Greeny was saying that he wanted the Zapdos EX from 151 as a promo in a box. I'm like, bro, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's never gonna happen. Because it would degrade the rarity.
Did
Because
they
then
do that
it's
with
so
the
widely
Mew though
available.
from 151?
Sorry?
Didn't they do that with the Mew from 151?
Yeah, the UPC.
Oh, there you go.
Like it was in Japanese, it was a set card, right? And then but
Yeah,
I
the
think on
pink
your
one.
guys' side,
They
it
did
was,
the same with the Mewtwo.
and that card's pretty. What's the price on it in English? It's pretty expensive, no?
Now it's 35.
Oh, that's it.
Well, from like $2, $3, right? At one point.
It was-
okay.
Bro, it was
Yeah.
It was a $1 card. The Mewtwo was $1. The gold.
That would have been a play.
The metal cards were $1. Everything has gone up since. I got mine. I have a stack of them still sealed. I think I got them for $9. And then they went up to 17, and then they went back to down to like they're at like 13 now. But I'm assuming that once Mewtwo hits the market, people are gonna start diversifying.
That's a good point. It's a Rosetta. Half the tag team arts are promos as well, whereas they were set cards in Japanese. So kind of the same thing. Took the Greninja, Kingdrada, Shrouded Fable. Which has Japan got those cards yet?
What's that beeping?
Sorry, that's me, and I don't know how to take it off. Give me a sec.
Yo,
I didn't know if it was me.
can y'all hear me or not?
No.
That's a good one.
Alright, I can't put video on yet. We're still in the car. I haven't gotten home, but we got done with dinner.
You're a little loud, Bays.
I'm gonna keep video off. If you hear people in the background, it is because I am in the car with my in-laws and the wife. So just let me know if it gets a little too loud. I'll mute it on my end and stuff.
Oh, you got us on blast for the in-laws.
Happy Mother's
Hello,
Day.
in-laws. Happy Mother's Day.
I'm on AirPods right now, so like they can't hear you, but they see me talking.
Okay.
Okay. All good.
Still.
Speaking of rarities, it would be cool. Like I've been wanting like I don't know, like a really hard chase in Japanese. Like English has it sometimes, but I feel like I just want something like the new Zekrom and Reshiram. That'd be really cool if those were like one per case or something. If they weren't like, or just one per like 2 case. I don't know. I just want something to chase.
Make it actual ultra rare, hyper rare, for real, type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Shugg, One Piece has these things called manga rares.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
They're
get
a
one.
pain in the ass to get. You can chase that.
Rosetta, the only
Well, how about just chasing the God Pack?
There you go.
from
Yeah, that's
from
the
Chasing the
Prismatic.
God Pack, yeah.
But it's the
pricing
card that
too.
can be pulled from somewhere else too. I want like a card that is like specific to that chase, you know?
Yeah.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying in general, the
And chase it at God
God
Pack.
Pack from any step used to document a actual God Pack pulled. Yeah, like because the God Pack is supposed to be pretty much that hard of a chase, right? It's like 1 in 1,400 something packs for the EV set, I think.
Yeah, and I think that messed up the pull rates. Something happened.
Yeah, I agree with you, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm chasing a God Pack. I've still never pulled a God Pack. I've heard and seen other people pull a God Pack, but I've never done it. So
Yeah.
I would say the pull of the God Pack
can't
itself
center
would be the chase in that sense or that regard. I understand the cards are kind of easy because you can pull each card individually by itself, right?
Yeah.
But
He's talking
You're
about
breaking
the
up, Eddie.
have certain chases.
You're breaking
Like
up real bad.
that's-
Eddie, you're breaking up real bad.
Oh.
Like
No, we
it was
can't
real bad.
Hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear. Damn. But all right. What about that set that came out that was like Crown Zenith, but the Japanese one, and it had the Pikachu with the leaf? That was a part of the God Pack chase.
Yeah.
You could only get that Pikachu with the God Pack,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think that held out well, did it? But it was also printed to shit, which
I
What do you mean it didn't hold out well?
don't know. I
The-
haven't looked
That's a
into
good
it,
point.
but
Look
the
up that card.
V-Star
and see how
Universe
much
I'm just
Pikachu,
saying in terms of rarity.
expensive.
God Pack Pikachu, how is it expensive these days?
I'm sure it is. My son pulled it in Japanese. He got the God Pack from B-Star Universe.
Okay, I hadn't checked up on it lately.
Damn.
But yeah, that Pikachu, that was cool. So if they did something like that, where that one card in the God Pack was only pulled from that kind of pack, that would be kind of cool.
That's a
But
good
like
point.
the Terrestrial Festival is
All right.
not unique.
Terrestrial
like,
Festival.
It's not unique though. It's just
Yeah, it
you
is.
could pull all those
The-
cards. You could pull all those cards from the set without a God Pack though.
The Eevee. There's one Eevee you could only get in the God Pack. There's two SIR or SAR Eevees.
Is that true?
One of them
really?
only comes out in the God Pack, the one with all the dessert.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, it's the one without the dessert. Right?
Yeah, I know about it.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, the one without the dessert you can get by itself, but the one with the dessert
Oh.
only comes in the God Pack. It's guaranteed in every God Pack.
Okay.
We believe you.
That's cool then. Yeah, I mean something like that, I guess. God packs are cool, but yeah.
So what exactly are you looking for then?
Me?
What kind of chase?
I don't know, just something
Interesting.
something
Something
different,
new.
new. Like I don't know, something to make things exciting. I mean, it would be cool to do numbered cards.
We also
I
have.
think serialized cards, but that I don't know when that's gonna happen. I think they should do it like serialized cards with like signatures on them or something from the artist.
That might be the
Maybe
spiciest
maybe
of the night.
promos. Just keep it promos. Like
Yeah, that's
have your
this could be
promos,
cool.
like your limited serialized promos,
What?
and leave the sets alone.
Why?
To me, for
Why
me,
do we need
Yeah.
serialized
Yeah.
cards?
for people like
We-
Shugg.
Alright, why?
Yeah.
Let's
This
get
is
into
why.
it.
Because
I
you
don't.
want
I
to-
don't like them.
You
I don't
want
like
to
'em.
be able to prove. You want to be able to prove the population. You want to be able to prove that no, there isn't an unlimited amount. No, they can't reprint it. No, they can't put out other ones. If it says 2,000, then 2,000 is the fucking number, damn it, and that's it for those cards. There isn't any other ones that come out after.
Is that what you like
It's
about
capped
it?
at 2,000. If you have money, you could literally control the entire population and buy up all the cards, and you control how it goes. That's one of the biggest things
Yeah.
that I think is kind of cool about numbered cards or serialized cards. Once they're out, that's it. They're done. Everybody chases that. Once they're all taken up,
Would you want it
you
in a
already know
set?
there's no more out there.
Would you want it in a set though?
I would.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
I
want
would.
it in a set.
In Pokemon?
Like with Dragon Ball, how they have that. They have serialized cards in Dragon Ball for
Yeah.
for a new set that came out.
Yeah.
I think it's History of Z. Dude, that kicks ass. Those cards are like 1,500 raw, bro.
I think it'd be cool. Yeah, it'd be like a Willy Wonka ticket, like one of
Yeah.
15 Pikachu's or one of 5 Pikachu's or
That's-
some whatever.
That's the
Pokemon
lottery
you can
ticket.
pick, and
Might
it's
as well
just
call
like,
it that, right?
It's just like it's like the golden
What?
ticket from Willy Wonka, but I think it'd be cool.
I
like,
already said it's gambling.
you start seeing them pop up around the world, random places, and it's like, oh shit, this person
one.
pulled it over
Yeah.
in Germany or something. I think it would be.
So
it'd be
would you
super
want
cool, like-
one or maybe like 1,000?
They would definitely. That
Whatever.
was going to be my point.
Because if it's a
My
full
next-
sets, yeah, go ahead.
like, they would definitely do like over 2,000, right? They would definitely print 2,000 of these if they did serialize. I've noticed One Piece does serialized, and I thought, oh, this is so cool. They're gonna do like 100 of them. Nah, they pull out like 5,000 right off the gate and serialized. Then the next
Well-
one is an ace that is about 2,500 of them printed. And then as of recently, they've done a Luffy that I think has either 2,000 or 1,200 population. But I see what you guys mean. The people who like those cards will pay a hefty price for them because the cheapest one as of right now is at least $1,000 for the raw copy.
Yeah.
For the
What
5,
about-
or for the 5,000 population card?
I'd have to check. See, I have to see.
No worries, it's fine. I thought that's what you were talking
Pokemon-
about. Is those cards are going for 1,000 each?
The serialized one. It's that the last one I saw was a Luffy one that was serialized. That one was 1,000, but I think that one's out of like 2,500.
Okay,
me
that's
check.
still pretty good.
There
I mean,
is a Pokemon card that's coming out that's not serialized, but it's limited to 1510. The Mew
was gonna talk about
promo,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Pokemon is doing it.
Turn it
It's
down
less
just a
than
little bit,
2,000
babe.
copies. We already said it's going to be kind of nuts.
yeah, that card will be
let's
crazy
dive
to
into that.
watch. That card will be. Yeah, that'll be a fun
Yeah.
one to watch. That Mew. When is it? Do you know when it's releasing, Eddie?
I'm not too sure, honestly. I know that the way to get it, you have to like jump through all these hoops and kind of do like certain events, right, to get it.
See,
So-
that's what I want back. Instead of you just reminded me. Instead of like the super hard chase, I want like those old, like Japan used to do, where you had to go to places, like you had to
Yeah.
go to all the subway stations and get something stamped to get like a certain card, or
Be involved
that'd
with
be fun
something.
if or like the Pokemon fan club, where you get so many points and then you trade in a card. You just send them whatever card you want, and they'll send you back a promo, like in the mail. Those
Oh.
things would be
I
cool
think
if
that's
they did
pretty
something
cool.
like that.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I looked
that's
at that a
pretty
while
dope.
ago, but that would be fun.
So what is this?
This is the serialized Luffy. It's actually out of 1,000.
So
I
they've
thought it was 2,000.
they've already done serialized this
They've already
this quickly.
started
Whoa.
this. They've only made like
But it is a promo though, right? So that's
2 of them.
they kept it
It
separate.
is. It is a promo. I think you can only get these. Yeah, CS 2024 event pack. So you get these at a tournament if you get a certain, either a certain amount of points or you rank a certain level in the tournament. They'll give you one of these, and it comes with a chance of getting this card. I don't know what
That's
the other prizes
A
are.
chance. That's still cool though.
Yeah, and actually for the price, this is very interesting. For a pop 1,000, you know, pretty
Do you
decent.
think it's too much or not enough?
Well,
I think it's
I was gonna
pretty
say,
cheap. to
I
be
would
honest.
how
say
does one
pretty cheap
determine
too.
the price? Like, you get me? Like, how does one determine the price on these? That's what I would say. If a new one comes out tomorrow and it's limited to 300 copies, what is the actual
Open.
price that would be fair?
Whatever somebody's willing to pay, I guess.
That-
like,
Yeah, but
Depends on
Like-
the time
like
too.
you
If
told-
you're
just
in
the
a very
first to
bull
list?
market,
go ahead.
just depends if you're in a bear bull market too. Because like it depends, or if the character's hot at the time. If it's Luffy, typically it's always going to be hot. But if you're in a bull market, you could probably make more.
Would you want to pay that much for? It doesn't look like it's an alternate art or anything like anything special. It just looks like a standard playable, you know?
One thing that's recognizable about that card is that there's a little arrow, and that's kind of like the arrows cards that you get from tournaments that are very wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
I was just bringing it up since we were talking about it so the chat could see it.
I
That's
thought
the one that's gonna release in China. That's
Looks
1,510 copies.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good art too. Sorry.
I freaking love it.
Has
I
it-
want it.
Has the set itself came out yet?
Take my money.
This is
The
The
Chinese
151
151? Yeah. I think
I-
that this is
I
a
think,
promo
yeah, it
for
does. Yeah, the 151 has. This is a promo, yeah, but
Okay.
it's I think by December it says on Poke Beach by December 2025 people have to participate in a minimum of 15 tournament type activities to have a chance, like Eddie said, to have a chance at getting one of these. But yeah,
This
Those
is
look pretty
amazing.
sweet.
I love this.
yeah, that's gonna be a crazy
I
card
wonder
on
if,
the market. Like when people start grading it too, and like
Yeah.
and it like Eddie said at the beginning, I think that's the reason I want the what's it called, the serialized cards or limited amount of cards, because you know how many, I mean, theoretically are supposed to be out there, you know.
Yeah.
You could say, oh, I have one of the 1,500 cards ever printed or ever will be printed. You can't
you know what's funny?
say that with other cards as well, you know. I don't know.
I
So
just
you
pulled a
want-
serialized card out of Killer Clowns from Outer Space on my stream.
Oh,
I
shit.
pulled a 1 out of 99 card. It was number 60 out of 99 for one of the refractor cards.
Nice.
It's awesome. Should have been 69 out of 100.
Yeah.
What, I forgot what I was saying.
Sorry.
Collect Pokemon. You guys think? I haven't seen his videos in a while, or I hadn't seen him upload in a while. I would think he would be the one to straight up, or is he in China? I'm not sure. I think he is.
I think you're right.
I'm interested to see if he's gonna be posting
He's
anything.
in China or Japan, I think.
Yeah, somewhere. Be nice
Something
to see if
about
he
what?
posted something
About
the promo. Like I know he went chasing the Van Goghs, or had somebody do it for him. So you would think he would try to do the same for the promo as well. Maybe. Who knows?
yeah,
I see what you
message him.
mean. Okay.
Just wonder.
He's the guy that always live streams the live stream of the people opening the sets early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So how many mega sets are we getting? Because we've got, spoiler, we talked about it before, but 27 megas. I think in the games. So if it lines up,
27 new megas.
yeah. Well, maybe
No.
not new megas, but total. Some are the same. I think we might get returning megas.
You're kidding me.
No. So
There's only
that's
27, and some of them might be rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, they might come out with more. No, is it confirmed? There's only 27, or is it just that's what we know so far?
I think it has been confirmed 27.
Oh man.
What?
How many
Because
were
I
there
put
before?
I
Like
put the fan art pictures
half
up.
of that?
Probably 27.
No, we get like one.
It showed a few new ones, but they were fan arts, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Riddler Coup is the guy that did.
I mean, I would think they would all be in one set if there was that many, right?
Yeah, what the hell?
You think so?
I know Gardevoir
Or they
is
milk
gonna
it?
be in the base set, and Mega Lucario is gonna be in that set.
Yeah, I figured
First.
we'd get him first.
But you're saying in the game, or are you saying in the TCG?
The game, but
Game? Are you kidding me?
it's kind of lining up together. So, in a way, I mean, we'll see. I guess we got Mega
Okay.
Brave, Mega
Camera's
Symphonia. So that's another. We got Black and White. We've got
They
Megas.
cut Zera Aura, and that brings the number down to 26. If all these additions are confirmed, the total number of Mega Evolutions would rise to 74.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a lot
we-
more.
Yeah.
So we currently have like 50 something, and we're gonna get
So it's-
26 new ones.
It's
minus Zera
complete
Aura,
new ones. Okay.
which I'm fine with.
Okay.
But I actually had a play on that. Eventually, I hadn't made any moves yet, but I was thinking, I should pick up some Zera Auras for when Mega Zera Aura comes
Do
out.
you guys think? Okay, Mega Symphonia. Do you think? Just throwing it out here. New type, like a sound type. Audino, Loudred, Skeledirge has a sound move. Could we see Fairy and sound?
Like
once
normal
again?
fairy, maybe?
What's We're getting answers from Rosetta.
It was about the
Okay.
serialized cards. I don't think they actually have a number on them, but they have limited copies. He was saying
Gotcha.
for like certain prize cards and stuff. Maybe tie cards do have a serialized number on them. I'm not sure.
Do you think for the Mew that's coming out, there's going to be like a little card or something that comes with it to show like a certificate of authenticity and how it's a certain number out of 1510?
Ooh, let me.
Because
That would be
let's
nice.
say nothing comes out, right? If nothing comes out and you can't tell how limited they are, what prevents somebody in the future from just making a bunch of fakes, creating a big old scandal? They're going to get sold all over the world. And then like 6 months down the line, we find out, oh, all of them are fake now. Like the playtest stuff.
So looking at the card, they have. I don't know if you've seen this, but on the 151 Chinese cards, at the bottom left border, they have like Pokemon, the Pokemon logo, like stamped in or something. It's like on a different ink or stamped in to the card.
Yeah, I saw that.
Also, yeah.
There's
And then
there's
Also,
yeah.
they
Watermark.
have.
right?
I'm looking at the Mew again right now, and it has like a like another watermark too on the right in the EX rule box. That's like very faint. So I don't know if they're like just taking extra measures to make the cards harder to counterfeit. But
I heard
don't know
about
if there's
that.
going to be
Yeah.
like an extra
That's a
certificate or
counterfeit
anything.
capital for sure. So I mean, that's a good move on them. So you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
They should do that. They should apply that to all the cards in the one.
Rosetta said there's like 3
Standard.
layers of anti-fake.
Oh, that's.
Said you can't fake it.
We need a flashlight one too. Glow in the
And
dark
everybody's
cards.
probably
guys.
going to be grading these cards. This is maybe not like the best argument because of the CGC prototype situation, but everybody's going to be grading these cards, I would assume. So they're going to go through some kind of authentication through PSA or CGC or TAG or Beckett or whoever. Doesn't mean it's 100% real still, but I would have more faith in those cards that are graded, you know.
Oh yeah.
That is true, but what about this? Let's say that all of a sudden the population reports show there's more than that number of cards that exist because people keep cracking them to regrade
They
them.
will. They will.
So now, how do we know they're real if all of a sudden there's 1,800 graded copies? Well, there's only 1,510 cards. How's there
I mean,
1,800 graded copies? Like, you get me? Like,
there won't actually be 1,800 graded copies though.
well, I'm just saying, like, let's say somebody gets a bunch of them, goes crazy, cracks them, regrades them, goes crazy, and does it over and over, trying to get one to get a 10. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
and all those
the
other
pop report
certain
would show
numbers,
it probably. Yeah.
yeah, the certain numbers don't get deactivated or whatever because they keep doing it. And then, like, I don't know, I just see it as if there's nothing to show you, like, what number this card is because it's so limited and you only have so many printed. Like, I feel like there's potential for disaster that could arise.
Wow, you're saying
good.
that if it was a serialized card and you just decided to regrade it over and over and over and over again, that would raise the pop report if you never sent the label back.
Like, all right, so basically right now,
Yeah.
if you have a serialized
True.
card, if you grade it and then you crack it at home to regrade it, they're going to know and they could deactivate the old cert because it's serialized. It's been graded before.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
but if there's no serial number on them, but they're so limited, there's 1510. When people start cracking them to regrade them, all of a sudden, population's going to show 1,800, 2,000, 3,000. And it's like, how do you get those population reports on a card that has 1,510 in existence? And then how do you know
Well, you'll
what
just
labels have to get deactivated or decertified? I think it's going to fuck up that market.
no.
Unless
I don't think so.
PSA uses like their AI scanning or some similar process, like high resolution scans to make sure it hasn't been submitted already. That particular copy, based on like, because it looks like the artist like texturing on it, which is probably like specific to that copy. Like, what are the chances of two copies of 1,500 having the same holographic pattern or texture? Like, I mean, the texture would be the same, but the holographic pattern being the same.
I agree, but with what happened recently, it took them months to figure it out, and it's because somebody else figured it out after, right? That card that got changed, and PSA decertified the cert number because they're like, oh, like we were able to tell from the previous scans that this was a previously submitted card. Like, let's say you're at a show, you can't check because there's no signal, and it's a vendor and they have these slabs, and you buy one and then you get home and you find out that's one of the decertified ones because it's been cracked over and over. Like, you're shit out of luck. Now you're home with a slab that's decertified and all this crap. Like, I just see it as like, I don't know. Like, if they don't have a serial number, if they have nothing to prove what it is, but they're so limited, like, I don't know. There's so much that can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
mean,
we're
there's risk in
overthinking it,
everything.
though.
Yeah. There's risk in everything.
Well, I wouldn't even think it's overthinking it with everything that's happened. Look at the playtest cards. Like, that's a prime example of just
Or are we
how far people
Are we going
can
into
go.
fakes or are we going into pop reports? Because which?
Well, that's the thing. Like, the pop reports would be fake at that point.
It ties in.
So it's all tied together.
Yeah, we've been through this conversation at one point or another over the last year or two. That I mean, it's just the numbers are completely false because we know people crack out nines to grade to resub them in order to get tens. So the number of tens, eights, sevens, whatever, is completely blown out of proportions. The idea is that tens are the ones that have been cracked the least, although you can't really say that because some people crack them to get a black label, for example. So all in a way, I think the ones that are the least messed with are the black labels, pop report wise. That's the way I understand it. But since pop doesn't
That's
really
true.
matter,
I think you'd
since
see.
pop doesn't matter, it's not really relevant to the conversation because it's never gonna matter until the market deems it important and people start paying like a stupid amounts of money for low population cards.
And it would make sense for
But with this card, it's limited to 1510.
It would make more sense
does
for
matter. That is kind of the point of this.
You'd
card.
have more population with the eights and nines of people cracking them than the tens, right? Because you'd want to leave it as the 10. because very few are
Mhm.
gonna crack that card to send it to Beckett because they know. But
Exactly.
so the
True.
the population will be
Since-
skewed more into the lower graded cards rather than the 10s.
Yeah, and since PSA's standards are, you know, completely on a different level than Beckett's, it's not that many. Since a lot of 10s pass through, people really have to go through those cards and see if they want to crack them. You know, it's not that easy to find a PSA 10 that's worth cracking and sending to Beckett.
Rosetta, we see you. We're not
Yeah, I
ignoring
get you. I get you.
you.
I'm about to set up, so I'll put my camera on in a bit.
Pokemon hasn't had any issues. They had 1,000 copies of Giratina Rayquaza from Japan and Korea for years, from Black and White era.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Me either.
If I saw the card, but
Which I would have to see what Giratina's Rayquaza's. Okay. Logan Paul, Aiden Ross, opening the box.
yeah.
What was your guys' observations or thoughts? How did it make
Oh,
you
wow.
feel?
That opened a can of worms, dude. That got me thinking about some stuff. I know, Shugg, got you thinking.
Yeah.
You want to start it off? Or should I start it
Yeah.
off?
I mean, I don't really have much to say. I was kind of like, oh wow, like when I saw it on YouTube in the morning, I was like, oh, that's crazy, and then I actually watched the video, and it was kind of like a whatever video. Like Logan Paul was like the collector there, and like Aiden Ross and then the other dude were just annoying. It wasn't like
Alright,
super
guys.
advertised, or like it wasn't a big production like the last Logan Paul box opening or anything. And I think people were just wanting it to be more than it was, kind of. They're like, oh, here it's Logan Paul's back in the hobby, like it's gonna boom again. But I don't know. I don't think it was like it'll have much effect, and it wasn't even a first edition box too. So being the fact that it wasn't like it's still an unlimited base set box, so it's still like a big deal. But I don't know, unless they actually, because they were talking about opening a first edition box possibly in the video later at a later date. If that happens, then maybe I could see something bigger happening from it, or there'll be some like side effect on the market. But I don't know if that video specifically will do anything crazy.
Did you
Do you
think?
think this
Go.
was the
Well-
video that like turned the little light bulb inside Logan Paul's head that said, you know what? We need to bring this back. We need to hype the shit out of this again. Do you think that's what this is leading to? Because it kind of was very half-assed. It was,
Yeah, it
I
was.
mean, it
I
was
think-
lame.
I think Aiden Ross.
It was like a
Yeah.
letdown. Like like I said, I saw it on YouTube the morning, like on the thumbnail or whatever. I was like, oh shit, and then I went to go watch it later, like in the morning, and I was like, oh, this is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the way they were opening the packs, you can do whatever the hell you want with your booster packs, whatever.
Yeah.
But just that was a new one for me. I'm gonna remember that one
Slay them all
next
out.
time. I think that's how they do it in prison. I'm not sure.
I think they thought it was gonna be bigger than what
Well-
it was. They were hoping for it to be.
At the end of the video, they were setting up the purchase, right, for the first edition box. And they said they are going to run another live stream. That was the whole, at the
Good.
end, wasn't that one dude on the phone, like the dude that they panned to? And then that's when they're talking about, oh, you're still like at a $13,000 loss overall. And the guy's like, it's cool. We'll get store credit. Because he's like, where are you going to sell this stuff? We'll get store credit, dude. We'll just sell it right back.
My observations was
I didn't hear that part. I
Logan.
realized.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Just
I
re-
realized
I saw the whole video.
the thing halfway through the video was over and they were just talking the entire time. I just cut it off there.
I saw the whole thing. Like, so when I saw the video, all right, so I was shocked. I was literally just chilling, working on stuff. YouTube's playing random stuff. Next video, it starts playing that, and I'm like, this is fucking old. I'm like, this dude hasn't opened shit in a while. So I go to take the video off, and as I like grab the controller because it's on the PlayStation, and I'm going to click the video off, it says uploaded from that day, and I'm like, the fuck? And I read the description and I'm like, oh shit, this is new. And I'm like, I don't really like care for any of these guys. So I was gonna take it off and just play something else. But I'm like, you know what? It's a vintage pack. Like, I want to see if they pull the Charizard. They pulled all three: Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise.
Yeah.
So it's a super hyped opening if you think about it as a fan. Did they pull the big one? They pulled all three. They pulled. I think they literally got like almost every holo from the set, if anything. Um, so they did get pulls, but you could tell like two of the dudes didn't really care. It's just is he Logan Paul or Aaron Paul? I forget the name, but the Paul guy.
Logan Paul.
He's the one who's like, respect the cards. He's like, no, don't throw them. It's disrespectful, dude. He's like, I have this connection to all these cards, and the guy's like, really? Like, you care about Farfetch? And he's like, bro, it's a bird with a stick in its mouth. He's all like, it means something. Like, he was calming down the other guys. Like, when the guy was pretending to rip the Charizard after he pulled it, he's like, no, chill. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
no.
I would say
And he's like,
he was
actually,
respectful.
He's looking at it to inspect it.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, like, PSA, he's like, this smallest thing, it'll get you, bro. Like,
I think he just wanted Aiden to spend his money on this booster box. I think he wanted to get out of it. And he hyped it up more than what he thought. It's just
I think IFOMO has a point. This is a tipping point because I think he already knows how hyped it is right now. Steve Aoki just did that big PSA vault submission. All these big guys are involved in the hobby. I think the dude is just like straight up. All right.
Well, he's been DJing at
like
every Collecticon. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna have as big of an effect.
Well, it shows you that there's mega rich people out there that don't give a fuck what the scalper price is. Yeah. They're gonna pay. And all his followers that go,
for content.
I got money like that. I got it to throw around. They're gonna want to kick it with their friends and run an opening just like he did. So I could see this hyping up some of the older shit, some of the harder to find shit. Basically stuff you don't see at your stores. Some people are gonna be like, yo, I need it because I want to open it. I want something that's different. And they're gonna be willing to pay.
Without him. It was hype without him. So he himself is trying to jump back in with it. And you got all these other big streamers doing the same thing. Go ahead.
What I struggle with in all this is like this should not really be a thing anymore, you know? Logan Paul has been known to scam the shit out of people. Well, you know the rug pulls, you know the boom.
Mm-hmm.
What was that thing
called? The crypto thing? Crypto eggs or something?
Crypto egg. All that crap. Yeah. I mean, he's pretty much tarnished his reputation, yet people still pour money into his brand. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Should this really be a thing?
That's true. But what about his subscriber base, right?
Who is that? Who are they?
Everybody that subscribes to him isn't necessarily following him because that's some dude that opens up Pokemon cards. Some people follow him because he works out or because of the stuff he's involved in. Like isn't he in like martial arts training or some shit, or is he just a boxer?
He's a wrestler.
Like I know he does some sort of fighting, right?
Professional wrestler. Yeah.
Wrestler. So there we go. There's people that like him
these days.
There's people that like him just because he's rich. He's a rich celebrity, and sometimes you just follow them because dude goes crazy and buys crazy shit.
There's probably a bunch of
kids
goes
on crazy adventures.
Yeah.
You know, all right, and it's true. It's a bunch of kids who are growing up, and every 4 years, a batch of them graduates from high school, and they enter the workforce, and they get real big boy money that they could spend on people like him to continue growing his brand.
He seemed to show remorse for the the Japanese ban he got. At least he showed remorse, in a way. Like,
yeah.
He went to that forest, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he was saying in that video, he's like, yeah, fuck. Like in that video where he just did with Aiden, he was like, yeah, fuck that up because Pokemon was made in Japan. Like he's not allowed to go back. Yeah. I don't know for how long, but maybe forever. Who knows?
That's crazy to get banned from a country. Yeah.
I do see what Bay says that Logan Paul, like people want to pour money into his brand and whatever, but you know what? In like 20 to 30 years, this dude is gonna look like Jason Page. I think
Hulk Hogan.
All right. Cool. It's cool. All right. In 20 to 30 years, he could look like Jason Page. All he needed to do was make money for 5 of those years to be set for the rest of his life and the rest of his kids' life.
I think
we gave him 20 to 30 years.
He doesn't give a shit about that. You think this dude knows how to save fucking money?
I think the reality
Logan
show was the sign of the
Shit about-
downfall. Like
If he
the
amasses property, if he buys
Kardashians.
mansions and cars, hypercars are worth money. Even if you sell them for
lose
pennies
it,
on the
dude.
dollar, they're still worth money. You could still survive off of it.
They already
sure he's
lost
set.
millions the first time. When what's his name? When they became famous, they bought this mansion. It was way overpriced, and they ended up losing all their money to either taxes or rent or bills or whatever. So they had
That's
to
why
go back.
he's selling his Illustrator.
But they never lost enough to the point where they went on the street and they're like living out of a car and they have nothing, right? Even if they
Never
lost
will be.
millions, they're still rich. They still got other shit popping off. They still come
Not
back.
they can do
sustainable.
commercials or something. Yeah, they'll be.
I agree with it being unsustainable. I do, but it's like the way I see it, they're the rich super celebrity class. Like he's already in it, so he's rich, super celebrity, super
Yeah, he'll be
popular.
fine.
Like, yeah, like
Yeah.
that's
Chances
that's,
are
that's
he'll be
it.
good
Like
for the
that's
rest
his
of his
role.
life.
That's his.
You
gig,
guys
you know what
think?
I mean?
I can't believe that.
How often does it happen?
As long
with
as he
other
doesn't waste it
celebrities?
away, he's got a kid coming and shit. So hopefully he's just putting it back and not doing more rug pulls or lunch leaves, whatever the hell that is.
I don't think he's capable, to be
All right.
honest, even with a
How about
kid.
this? How about this? Right
Yeah, it's
now,
scary.
what is his net worth right now?
No clue.
I didn't know
More
who he
than
Can
was
we
till he
check
fought
that on
Mayweather.
Google or something? Can we check it on Google or something? I want to see like
Multiple millions. 10 million.
10 million.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm gonna guess he's worth like probably like 70 to 80 million.
550
And I don't know if
million.
that's a lot or a little. You said
550.
150?
550.
Five?
Yeah.
That's what he's worth?
I got
550.
150 on here.
Oh, really?
There's no way he's 550.
Logan Paul's estimated
Million?
net worth is 550 million.
So
What
he's not gonna
AI
go broke
AI
anytime
Google.
soon.
Oh, I don't know.
He's got half a billion dollars.
That's crazy.
So you see what I mean though? Like for him to buy overpriced first edition booster boxes, it really is nothing. For people that are his friends to do the same, it's really nothing. For people that follow him that want to emulate that shit, you want to look like to your homies like you got money like that. You just buy boxes like him and you just do shit like that. And then you go, hey, he did it, I did it too. I've known motherfuckers that do that. I've hung out with them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool just being there along for the ride when a motherfucker does that shit. Like, all right, you want to open some base set packs? Let me get a pack for free, homie. I'll open it right here with you. I have no issue with it. Like, there's people that exist like that. It's just life. And there's big crowds that exist like that.
Can we give
That's
a shout
true.
out?
That goes against my ideology, but yeah, I do
Yeah.
understand people
What the
are very generous in that sense.
goes against being a cheap ass?
Flashy.
Is that the ideology?
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
dude.
is true.
You're here.
It
You're here.
goes against being
Fast.
frugal. Frugal is the
Mhm.
word, right?
Definitely.
Like, yeah, like I get it. Like, there is a lot of people that are heavily into debt because they do live lifestyles that are well out of their means. And all it becomes is literally a game where you're juggling debt to stay afloat, baby. And that's a big part of the American dream.
Strap
here.
on, boys.
A lot of people
Jen,
go
what
through
up?
it.
Fucking
Oh,
strap
shit.
on, boys.
Is this a
Please
warning?
don't max out your credit cards, people.
Oh man.
There's a lot of people that max
What's
out their
what's
credit
strap
cards,
on,
and you
boys?
still get a home
Man.
loan, and you still get a car loan, and you still have
Okay.
student loans. You know, like,
Well, I'm
I
thinking
know so
about
many
it.
people that owe $1 million to $1.5 million. You know,
Can I say
like right now.
while I'm thinking about it, shout out to Java Okuma. He opened a store recently.
We got a
Oh,
CTR
yeah.
raid.
CTR
what?
raid?
We
Really?
got a CTR raid.
We
Gay
just
raid.
got a CTR raid right now.
Damn, what up?
Let's freaking go.
Hanger gang, what up?
Hanger gang.
Welcome in.
Let's go. Hey,
Damn.
Gay raid. Gay raid.
What's up?
Let's get my boy up to 500 subs. Let's
Oh.
freaking do it. Son of a
Oh,
merc.
no.
Let's break 500
Oh,
tonight,
man.
dude.
Chat's gonna go fucking crazy now.
Oh,
But-
dang. I can't
What's up,
even
y'all?
see the chat. I don't have
Ryan, we
everything up
appreciate
in
you, man.
chat.
What
Thank
up,
you.
Ryan? Hey, Ryan, let me show you something really quick before you go.
Just
Ryan, thank
Moon
you
him.
so much. Thank you so much. Oh, I got a cat. I'm gonna show
Oh,
Ryan
that's
one
sick,
of the
yeah.
new cat.
Options.
a snake look. Yeah, dude. The snake
Some
wine.
snake wine, bro.
That's sick.
Some snake alcohol.
Come here, baby.
Yeah, I just
Very
got this like a
Gatorade.
couple days ago. Yeah.
Ryan, meet Lilith.
Appreciate you guys stopping in.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. Meet Lilith. There we go.
Sweet. How old is she now?
You're okay. She's 6 weeks now.
Very
6 weeks
Gatorade.
old.
Snake wine. What's the brand of the snake wine?
There we go. There we go.
252
I
fucking.
don't know what the brand is.
Holy shit.
It's just
Holy shit.
it's just an
Sour.
Okinawa brand.
Ryan, you're
It's
appreciated,
okay.
man.
Okay.
302. All right, well, no way of reading chat, but what were we even
Yeah.
talking about?
I wanted to, if I was gonna do I thought about building like, Java got the store, so I was gonna like do a mock store. I was gonna build it myself and do like a little 3D thing, where we could kind of decorate it and shit. Try to just, I thought that would be cool, but it's, I mean, I gave up
A
on it.
3D what?
Like I would try to do a 3D mock of his store, and basically interior design it for him, kind of in a way, but I just gave up on it. On the Canva stuff.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, his store is cool. I like the
331
name and I
chat.
like the branding of it.
I saw a few.
It's
It
cool.
looks very cool.
He posted some
Yeah.
updates on it as well.
There you
Did he?
go.
Yeah, guys,
That's
I
like the
appreciate y'all
dream, though,
stopping
to
in.
have like a little shop, just like his. It's like one room, tiny, like 2 cases, some shelves,
There you go.
and just have a place to like, I don't know, have some.
That's exactly what he
card
wanted.
shop and sell cards.
Say hi.
He just wanted a little
Say
spot to
hi.
put singles up.
I'm gonna put you back.
What's up with this show?
First screen to
Nips?
show
Everybody-
for Tempest
show
Lugia
the
Altart
nips.
wins. FOMO, you got your
They want to
Lugias?
see your tattoos, Shugg.
I'll show something. What do we got?
Yeah, Shugg, when you got the wine, it looked like you were about to bend over
What
real
do
quick.
Did it?
I don't have
It's
Lugia.
I was like,
When I was.
you were like, let me show you something. Then you turned around, you kind of did a thing, and I was like, oh. And then you didn't.
Thank
And
you,
I'm like,
CTR.
oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
It's still PG.
Funny.
CTR.
No,
saw
I
Lilith.
wasn't gonna do
I'm
this.
so happy. I'm so happy. He said she's
She's
adorable.
adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
We've literally just had her for 2 weeks. We got her when she was 4 weeks old. She had just stopped bottle feeding. So when we got her, it was like literally like on the first day she started eating solid foods.
Is that Sumo?
She is amazing. She's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Chat wanted to open some Pokemon cards, but
380.
I'll open some. I'll open some
Rip
I
Sumo
got some Pokemon
instead.
cards. I got some I could open.
What is on?
Shit, what do we got?
Thanks for the raid, Ryan.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
For real.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right. Here we go.
Big boy.
Primo cards. See, shirt off.
Yeah, there you go. Here's the nips that everybody wanted.
Rip it.
The big boys. I think I got the card in the back.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I already have it.
That chat is gonna love this.
There we go. Rip
Boys,
some
rip it.
packs. See if we pull
Oh, there we
a
go.
heater.
Baby!
That's the boy
Bring me
right
something to
there. That's
rip.
Hidoki. The boy
Sorry.
Hidoki. All right. Enough of these cards. Well, I'm way off of the camera. Hey, the secret rare.
Did you
No,
guys
it's
see
it. This one's it. We hit a secret
Uh-oh.
rare, chat.
Serialized signature?
Here's code card for chat. Go ahead and
Yeah.
jump on it. Only one of you is gonna grab it, so be quick. Scan that shit.
Did you guys
There we
see
go.
Pokemon Steven's video? That man graded
Which one? He had a couple.
1,500 fucking cards, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
That's
like he has like
just
a
a couple
mountain of,
fucking
like,
acres
PSA
on the
cards.
table, just chilling, just no problem.
Dude, that was crazy.
I was
The
like,
whole thing.
Like my dick went real quick. It was,
Dude, he's on a
Second
whole new
promo.
level.
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
This is that
All right.
giant ass card, the jumbo. That's right. We rock with these, baby.
Houndstone.
They're the scratch and sniff sumo cards. That's what Paul said. Yeah, here
So
we'll
we
do,
got
we'll do a
4
lady
packs, everybody.
wrestler
Suck it.
packs too. Oh, is that a Chinese for
Stellar
Coco?
Crown.
Yeah, I got this from Paul's.
Stellar Crown.
box.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I really wanted
Oh,
Twilight
nice.
Masquerade.
You got the good one.
Pokeball.
Twilight Masquerade. So let's go ahead and pull the fucking Greninja. Let's do it.
Here we go.
That's going to PSA.
I forgot.
Damn.
All Ryan's peeps are card. They watch card openings. So
Fuck yeah, they do. They've
try
been
not
over to
to-
my channel one time. Ryan, you rated me
Yeah, you
one
got
time.
rated before.
And I thank you for it, bro. It was literally the biggest raid I've ever had on my channel.
Shit, give me this.
It was such a blessing to have, Ryan,
rip this?
honestly.
The big boy?
But yeah, they like card openings.
Big guy?
yeah.
I know you didn't want to touch these, but they were on top.
Well,
Oh, okay.
You want me to just leave these out here for you?
What
There
y'all
you
got?
go.
What is that? FOMO?
It's y'all's favorite card. Alexander's asking all kinds of questions.
There we go.
What's it? What are they asking, guys? I'm sorry.
Ryan
We're
said he's
open.
pulling shit. Let's see.
This is the good one. Evo Skies. Where's it at?
You ain't
It's in
pulling
there
shit,
somewhere.
bro.
Just opening for the sake of it, Ryan. Honestly. The Hanger Gang is in the house. Y'all love to see card openings. I'm just opening because of that, bro. There we go. The po-
Straight to it.
Oh, we got some. We got a hit. It's a regular EX, but yeah. Macargo EX. Let's freaking go. We got
I
some.
was not prepared for this, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys.
Ryan, the
Yeah.
podcast is literally about.
Why are we
nothing.
opening? What's the podcast? Yeah. It's just basically chilling Saturday nights.
Hanging out.
We just kick in and talk about the hobby. Different things about like other things related to the hobby as well.
Wherever
And
you're
it's
wandering
just like
off to.
4 homies. Sometimes there's 5 of us, but we're just hanging out, kicking back, having a good time. So just super stoked y'all are here today.
Okay. Let's go.
This is for sure a Flat Earth podcast. I got
Exactly.
I got shoved into.
Yeah.
Ooh, flat Earth.
Ooh,
What are
congrats,
your thoughts on
Energy
that?
Gang.
Thoughts on what?
Are we in a snow globe? You guys dock?
No, we're definitely not.
What is dock?
Yeah, of course, Ryan. That's after the podcast.
What are we talking about here?
Do we have topics even for today?
I don't know. I went through them already.
We were
Hollow.
talking about
Yeah.
the numbered, or not, serialized cards and shit. That's what we were talking about earlier. And then the Mew that's going to have
Me and the boys.
1,510 copies.
Yeah.
Imagine a blunt
Show
rotation.
stuff, just show stuff to chat. I didn't even say
Same.
anything.
Oh, fuck yeah, we got a
Oh,
fucking
dang.
hit, baby.
Got the
Fucking
hit.
IR.
And-
Let's go.
Nice.
Mm,
we go.
Infernate, baby.
Something.
Good card.
What the?
We gay.
Yeah. Just a little
There
bit.
we go. Let's see what the other 2 packs have. We have
I
Star
can't
Crown.
even
Let's see if
keep
we
up
can
with
pull the
chat.
fucking Bulbasaur.
What is that?
Oh, cool. Luffy.
Oh, nice. Is that from you? Opened the box?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I opened the little collection box.
Oh, nice.
What is it? What's the box?
The
The one I
ZBO
opened or
2.
his?
Did you? Is Paul still here? Did you guys see
Yeah,
Paul's?
he
You
is.
guys, well, you
Yeah,
guys
he
saw
just said
Paul's
what's
video.
up.
I don't know why I'm asking, but the video with the how he took ink from like his print shop and then like covered the whitening and stuff. I don't know if you guys could see, but when I was looking at it in the camera, the whitening, I couldn't tell where he did the ink. Could you guys tell or no?
No.
It was towards
No.
the very corners.
No, but I couldn't
the
see
very,
the
like,
difference.
towards the edge of it, I
Could you
think.
see like the difference in color or no?
I didn't take a look
couldn't
that
tell.
hard. I just kind of looked towards the area he pointed at.
It stayed,
No,
crazy
stayed
because
where
he
he
just
put it,
used-
and he wiped it
Like,
right off.
Some people were saying, oh, under high resolution, PSA would like see that right away and like they, you know,
Look,
they would send it back.
We fucking did it, boys. Another
Just
IR.
hit after hit.
Bro.
Nice.
3
But,
fucking packs, bro.
What got me thinking about that was like how easily he just took ink on his finger and then
Meditate.
wiped the whiting away. And it's like I couldn't tell on the camera, so I'm wondering like people doing that in person with like some expensive cards and selling them as raw.
Yeah.
That's I guess scarier to me because, I mean, I wonder how often people are buying cards from like people and then getting them, you know, sent back from PSA saying they won't grade it because they're altered.
Paul, post some pictures of like the aftermath of what that card looks like, or just do some yourself and like before and after pictures or something like that. It'd be nice.
Or he needs this. Yeah, Paul, you need to. Paul's AMPM, by the way, people. AMPM Pokemon is Paul.
Yeah, I guess.
He has a YouTube channel. Go check him out. But Yeah, I want him. I know this is probably not. You got to make a different account if you do this, but I want you to do that to like a card as best as you can and clean it up, and send it in under like a different account. You can't do it under your own PSA account or use somebody else's address that you know's like a friend of yours that's not gonna send a PSA ever.
Just go through GameStop.
Because
Go through
Shiny Vert
GameStop.
did this with the CGC cards, remember?
Yeah.
And he like cut them by hand, and then CGC graded them, and then they knew who
retarded.
it was, and so
Yeah.
he got banned from CGC. You can't submit with them. But I want Paul to do that just to test it out and see like can you easily like alter or like take away the whitening of cards.
Alright.
Since he has all the
Nothing in the
print
last part.
shop and everything to he has the access to all the materials. I think it would be a good video, and it would just be more insight into like how certain grading companies might not be able to catch things that other grading companies would.
Bottom right, what are your headphones? Turtle Beach, I believe. Yes. Bottom right's me. Yep. FOMO, what are we looking for here? Like, is it going to be obviously different?
Well, no borders.
Doesn't have borders. No borders is what we.
Yeah.
Okay.
No borders.
Him PM said I'll mail you
Maybe-
the link. Mail
Maybe
you the
some
ink.
completely white means like something crazy.
Completely. Didn't you just get that? The all white?
I like
Oh,
how
no, not- it was like those are cool. That's like the original sketch of the drawing of the manga, or maybe of the animated version.
chat's just talking to each other now because we're not
Yeah, we're
addressing
down.
chat.
Think-
Chat's like.
Oh, what was Chat saying?
I mean, it's slowed down a bit now, so I can actually like keep up and read. But I don't know. People were asking to introduce ourselves, but
Check this
and
out.
then
says-
what's our favorite set? I think Alex asked. What's your favorite set, Mark?
From forever, like all time?
Favorite Pokemon favorite set.
Fuck. Ninetales.
Okay,
course.
favorite, but you can't pick Gen 1. We'll do that. You can't pick Gen 1 Pokemon as your favorite Pokemon.
Serialized. Secondary.
Okay. And what's your favorite set?
Fuck. Of all time?
I don't know, just a favorite. It doesn't have to be your top.
I like Legend Maker a lot.
Nice.
If we're going
Okay.
older stuff. Crown Zenith
Okay.
is just S tier. Always, though.
FOMO? Favorite non-Gen 1 Pokemon?
Non-Gen 1 favorite.
Yeah.
Lucario.
Lucario? Okay, good. Serialized and Lucario, those are both good. And then favorite set? One of your favorite sets. It doesn't have to be your favorite.
Tough call.
I need a water.
It's gonna be something with megas, of course.
Last thing on my mind, to be honest.
Really?
But I can't think of any older ones right now. Call of Legends. I love Call of Legends.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
Eddie?
epic.
All right. So favorite non-Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Sylveon.
Sylveon? Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And then for favorite set, I am gonna go with Crown Zenith because of the Galarian Gallery. I absolutely love the Galarian Gallery out of Crown Zenith, so it's one of my favorite sets.
Ooh, I wanted this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Is it leader? A character? Or what?
That's
don't know
the
what I'm
alt,
looking at.
This is the alt.
Nice. That's the one, the hit of the box.
This is the one I wanted, actually. Vivi's gonna
Nice.
be in
Oh.
the next
Oh, shit.
season of One Piece.
That's a
So
cool
I
art.
I expect her cards to do very well. I'm gonna sleeve this.
Sh-
Nicholas
Shugg and
pulled a
Nastee.
Serialized CGC 10.
Sweet.
Remember this? How I
The mystery
had
pack.
the Doodle Bob that we pulled last time?
Yeah.
It looks like a
Yeah.
popsicle. Well, Yesenia just pulled the Chrome as well, so we have both chases.
Oh shit.
We got both of the chases. We got Doodle Bob
Nice.
and Chrome.
Nice.
So it's pretty badass.
That's cool. The hit of the pack. The secret rare.
You guys have seen the
Yep.
CGC mystery packs, right? The first
The
brand
old
new.
ones where they're
the-
like the dead.
I
Like
think
the
they
PSA
re-released
8,
them. They got
like
some
cards
new ones.
nobody wants, right?
Yeah, basically. Oh, dead. Yeah, dead cards. I thought you meant the.
It's just like the cards that the people don't pay for. Like PSA just
Well,
throws them up on an eBay
Nicholas
page,
got a-
right? On their eBay.
Pokemon Day Serialized. Yeah. It's pretty good, decent. I saw Northwoods had he pulled 2 Toys R Us promos as well.
Appreciate it, Damien.
Yeah. Appreciate you
Did
guys
you answer
stopping
your favorite
by.
set, Eddie?
Yeah, Crown Zenith.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Sylveon was your favorite Pokemon, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
FOMO for those. Before I answer, for the arts and the cards, I haven't looked at enough One Piece cards, but are they just like the same art style as the anime? It's not like Pokemon where you have a bunch of different artist interpretations, right? Of like different Pokemon. It's
Yeah.
mostly gonna stick along
Stills.
the lines of the anime art.
Actually, no. They kind of they might do 40% anime, 60% different artists. Because
But does it look very different from the anime, or like
oh yeah.
is there like
Oh,
a
yeah,
is there like a
for sure.
Komiya like style art in One Piece?
Yeah, dude, you
Oh,
see
really?
you see certain ones where Luffy looks like Tom Sawyer. You see certain ones that you're like he looks like a comic book character. It's really interesting, the art that they come up with.
Okay.
Uh,
Maybe I just
they
haven't looked enough.
try
It
try
wants to know the value.
they try
The
to stick
value
to
for
the panels for the leader cards.
for the card.
Okay.
And certain, like, let's see, like, we can find some right here.
Is the one you just pulled pricey, FOMO? Do you know?
I don't know, I haven't checked prices. I just know that I saw somebody open that set today and they pulled that, and I was like, I like that card.
Yeah.
So it worked
Yeah.
out. I think this is a manga panel. There's like a little picture from the manga.
So what did you just open? What was that box?
This is the special EBO2 celebration box. It's a specialty set.
You know what EB stands for? I know what it does. It is. I thought it was silly what they called it. It's extra booster.
So
I thought it was just kind of like that's kind of lame. Extra booster.
there's packs.
Yeah,
There's
well,
packs in it.
the first one was
Yeah,
a
there's
little bit
packs.
underwhelming, and then it turns out that now it costs like $250. I don't understand why.
The Japanese one?
The English one, actually.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, there's no way.
I guess it got relevant to the game or something. It became
Oh, that's a
like
cool
super
art.
playable. Yeah, there's
A
a lot.
law,
Dude, I'm gonna send
Trafalgar
this
Law.
to you. This looks like you, straight up.
That was good.
This looks like you. This is you.
Shuggy. Yeah.
Just need to get the tats, bro. That says death on your
That's
knuckles.
funny. That's cool. Lots
That
of
is cool. I'm saving that one.
Imagine Sugar's all like, they owe me money for using my likeness.
These are the Luffy, the One Piece impersonators.
How much is the box, FOMO?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you said the box in English is $250, right?
Oh, for EBO1, this is EBO2. So
Oh,
EBO1,
ABO2 booster
they used
box.
to normally like the
189.
lowest CG player was like 90 to 100 bucks, but now all of a sudden they like exploded in price. I think it's because the cards inside were playable.
It's like
And,
190.
Appreciate it, Everest.
They also, now that I remember, that set never went through a reprint. That could also be why it's so expensive, because through scarcity, people just kept buying it, and eventually it got to 250 bucks.
What are you trying to pull?
Because it never got reprinted. Sorry?
What are you trying to pull?
I pulled the Vivi. I don't know. I think there's 2 hits per booster box. So what I do know is in here is a manga rare with Luffy.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's pretty much all I know.
Can I make an announcement?
Characters.
What you got, Bass?
Announce away.
I got a little story actually. It's kind of cool that we got this raid by CTR because it kind of comes around full circle for this slab. So I mentioned earlier that a long time ago, CTR, you rated me on my channel. When I got rated on my channel, I received the biggest monetary donation at that time that I've ever received on my channel from one of the
What is
people
that?
that came over in that raid. They were part of the
Okay.
Hanger Gang. With that money, I went and I got a bunch of packs. Some of the packs were from 1994, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 2 Hobby set. I was chasing the gold foil stamped cards, and we pulled one out of one of those packs that I got with the funds. We pulled this card after we got another raid by another channel at another date,
Number 4.
and I submitted
Heard
that
that.
card for grading. It received the PSA 7, and it's the only PSA 7 in the world. It's a Pop 1 card. I'm actually giving it away for free on the channel. So it's kind of cool to see a bunch of y'all here tonight because last I checked, I'm like at 890 subscribers. Once I hit 1,000, that's when I have the plan to give away. I'm giving away that card, which is this one right here. It has the gold foil stamp. This is the cert number and everything. It's a PSA
that
7.
Lugia.
It's the only one in the world. I'm also giving away 2 PSA 9 Green Ranger cards. There's only 5 PSA 9s in the world, and I have 2 of them. They're literally on the way in the mail. They're going to be given away. And I have a 4th slab, which is a group Power Ranger slab. I believe that one is a PSA 8. I just don't know the population report for that one off the top of my head, but I do remember that it's under 10. So I'm giving away all 4 of those slabs pretty soon on my channel. Like I said, this is a Pop 1. There's only a PSA 8 and a PSA 9 that are in existence for this card. It shows just how rare it is, and it's from 1994. I'm going to give them away completely for free. If anybody wants to, you could check out my channel. It is pinned in the description of this live stream. Again, I'm Eddie G from BEYSShowcase. Once we hit 1,000, we're planning that live stream. I'm actually going to open up another booster box because I'm still chasing the Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, and Yellow Ranger for this series. So it's going to be a big event. It's going to be completely free. Anybody that wants to check it out, again, I'm Eddie G from BEYSShowcase and CTR. Thank you so much for that raid. It was back in July. This
Appreciate
is
this one too. For
part
sure.
of what happened.
Dude, we just hit a god pack.
Oh shit.
No fucking way you did.
Sumo pack?
I'm just kidding. I don't know what
God.
they all look the same to me.
So we're
That's
gonna have
cool,
to,
that Power Ranger card.
we're gonna have 2 sets for 1 coming up with this black and white shit.
There we
What
go.
is
There's
that?
our
What is
hit.
that?
This fucking.
Oh, there's something.
Slow King.
We got
I saw
something.
something red, meaning that there's probably a leader.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Which means I don't even know what leaders are in here. Tell me it's that purple green Luffy. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Ryan. He's probably long gone, but
Yeah.
when everybody came
like,
in,
what the
we were
fuck
like,
is
"What
this?"
the
Yeah,
fuck's
that was
happening?"
Yeah. The thumbnail
Yeah.
looked good, but after that it just went downhill.
Oh, that's cool.
No, yeah, literally, this is what we do. We just hang out. We just talk about random shit. Sometimes it's Pokemon, sometimes it's not.
Just a recap of the week type
There's
of deal.
still-
So I
Seriously?
really quick. So I was in the Spicy Boys Discord the other day, and I haven't talked to Jake Smith or is that the leader card?
I don't know. Is it gold?
It should have an L on the bottom.
Yeah, it's not like gold. I think there might be gold cards, gold leader cards in here. I'm gonna have to go through these and figure that out.
Oh, that looks
Why
like
is
a
it
leader
red?
card though. That's a leader card.
Oh,
It's a
that's
leader.
supposed to be a
I know,
leader
right?
card, right?
It's not a.
So on the bottom right of the card, it should have an L.
Is it just not
It
the
doesn't say
alt art
it on-
version?
That's
Oh.
a leader card.
It is a leader card. It's just
Yeah.
that it's not.
The
It's not
special
the
one.
leader card I'm looking for, and it's also red, which is super misleading.
Mm.
So I didn't
Yeah.
expect that at all.
But yeah, so I was in the Spicy Boys Discord yesterday, I believe, and I haven't talked to Jake Smith or Ernie in probably 2 months, and he's like, what have you been up to? And he's like, Shugg. Like Thrifty was asking, like, what have I been up to? And then he's like, Shugg, let me talk to you. Like he says, and then he's like, bro, what is this podcast? He's like, what is it?
What is
are
this
you
collector
doing?
boys?
And then I told him, I was like, it's just a discussion that we used to have on Discord, and we just started to go live with it. And then he's like, let me tell you something. Some things are meant to stay behind the wall hidden. And I was just dying laughing. It was just funny. He has that way about him. He's just funny.
Yeah. No, I get it. Silver Tempest and Lost Origin.
Jesus Christ. Now I'm so confused because this one has a little gold border on it.
Sean
I
C
see
keeps
that
trying to
Sean
sell this
C-
CTR
yeah,
one
the
of 100.
CTR
He
one
had
of
it.
100.
Sean, I saw this. I don't know what the CTR 1 of 100 is, but I saw your message way up at the top earlier. I just What explain to us in the chat what the 1 of 100
I haven't
CTR is?
seen
Is it like a card, an actual card, or are you just being funny?
Program.
Like a signed card? What is this?
Ooh, we got it.
Because I got a signed
Malamar?
card from CTR at Card Party before.
Chestnut.
I went to Card Party 1 and Card Party 2, so I got some signed cards from a few of the people there.
That's cool. That's I just ordered more binders because I started getting like signed cards from like
Trying.
you guys and other people, and I just want to like fill a binder with signed cards from people in the hobby. I think it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I got some from you guys. I got some from Pokechef. I haven't got Paul's stuff. And at some point, hopefully, I'll open this. I don't know when, but it's from Merc.
Yeah, man.
And I'm hoping he signed a card and threw it in there.
It's like we gotta.
What's up?
I don't know. What's on you guys' mind?
How's it going, Boondock Games?
Boondock, what up?
My mind. I had a thought that I was thinking about. I had something I was thinking about the other day, and I was gonna make a video on it, but I hadn't had time. You know how like there's just like supply shortages, like chronic supply issues with Pokemon and stuff lately.
Yeah.
And people are like, Pokemon should just print more. And I'm wondering, we have little data because it's like not a private or it's not a public company. You know, it's privately owned still. How much is my board chat? How much of like demand for like English cards and Japanese cards are coming from outside of those markets? Do you think like a global demand for English cards like from outside of North America or English speaking countries? Because if it is significant enough, I was thinking, what if Pokemon, instead of just printing more English cards to fulfill that demand in the short term, instead is coming out with the amount of languages, like increasing the amount of languages the cards come out with, and like they just came out with the Latin America Spanish. And then in 2019, they came back out with the simplified Chinese. And so what if they're just like building those markets and playing like the long game and like building up those markets domestically? And some people could argue that like, oh, collectors are still going to want English. They're still going to want Japanese because of like the history with those cards and they're the originals. But then also you could think about like all the new exclusive products that like China's having. And I feel like that's a tactic they're using to build demand in those markets and build up those markets to attract like consumers, because even people outside of China now are like, damn, China's like with these like evolution boxes, those things are sick. Like why can't an English Pokemon or Japanese Pokemon get something like that? And then they got their own 151 set with all these unique arts. Bit of a rant, but that's just something I was thinking about the other day. What if instead of like just printing everything like to demand for the global demand outside of those domestic markets for English and Japanese, they're just like, hey, we're gonna probably lose this battle in the short term. A lot of people won't get Scarlet Violet stuff around this time, but long term we're gonna build these markets outside and make people want these cards by introducing all these exclusive products and stuff like that. I don't know. Just the thought, since you asked.
Well, we did talk about this once in one of our previous episodes where I mentioned how even if they print to demand, it's usually based upon a specific market. Because I have mentioned before how even when they quote-unquote print Japanese product to the ground, it's only to meet Japanese demand, because on the boxes themselves it states they're not meant to be sold out of Japan. So that's their limited market.
But they are. They know they are.
I know that they are, but they're not supposed to be, right? So in essence, they're not supposed to print to meet the demand of North America and Europe and Latin America for Japanese products. And that aids into the scarcity of it, right?
Yeah, so you think even knowing that cards are going outside of Japan, they're selling them outside Japan, you think they don't account for that in printing?
Yeah.
You think they're like,
I think
nope,
they don't
still
account
not.
for it.
Really?
Because at the same time, they're still releasing that product in those other languages. Right now, if they release a product in Japan, they're going to print it to the demand of Japan based on the numbers that they have for Japan. Even though we're going to be crazy for it, it's coming out in North America, baby. Just wait 4 months, 6 months. It's coming out. They know they're still going to get your money. You build up that anticipation. You get all that FOMO for those months. Whoever has the money is going to go buy the set. They're going to go spend a couple $100 on the Japanese set. Look at the Glory of Team Rocket. How much is it selling for? And what is the MSRP for it? There's a big markup for it, but people are easily, happily scooping it up. Even though if you wait a little bit longer, it's supposed to come out over here. It's going to be coming out at MSRP if you're able to get it. So in essence, you shouldn't really be paying an overinflated price for a product right now if it's coming out for your market anyways. You should just wait and just see it more as this is a preview of what's to come, so I know if I'm gonna like the set, so I could buy the set in English once it's out here.
Yeah,
Pokemon
some people
still
would
makes
be smart
money,
like
you know?
that and do that, but definitely with like the rip and shippers,
Yeah.
like people that are opening a product for their audience, they know people want the shiniest, the newest thing. It's always been that way, like, the newest, like PK says, the newest set is always gonna, or the best set is always the newest set, because
Yeah.
people just want what's new and different to them. So I think, yeah, the smart way is like you said, if it's a good preview to see, like, oh, you can see what you could like mostly expect from the English side. But a lot of people, I feel like, can't wait. And we were talking about this earlier. Like, it'd be cool if they put all the set releases together in English and Japanese released at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I don't know why they don't do that, because it seems like why wouldn't you? Maybe somebody in chat knows if there's a good reason for it, but
It would be like a
it would take
global
away a
release,
lot of
right?
that, I think. Yeah, if they did a global release, that'd be sick. Like, everybody in the
Well,
world's getting their cards at least within the same week, but like same day would be cool too.
Nintendo. Does it do a global release for the Nintendo Switch 2 at the same time? Or is it staggered release? Because Nintendo prints
I don't know.
Pokemon.
I think it's global.
Nintendo owns Pokemon.
Nintendo is a part owner in Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, Game Freak.
But I think
So-
Creatures oversees the design of the cards and then
Game Freak
manages
does
like the
games.
printing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But if Nintendo's part owner and they already do global releases and it's for a product that's in demand in the same markets, they know an infrastructure, they have planned framework in mind, they could share it to that subsidiary and ensure that it thrives in the same fashion. It wouldn't be that hard for it to do so.
Who knows the thought process?
Yeah.
Because like you said, it is kind of weird. All right, the Japanese set comes out. Months later, the English set comes out. And I don't even know when the Spanish set comes out. Does it come out after English or before? What about the German set? What about the French set?
no idea. Yeah.
You get me? Like, what about the Korean set? Now the simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese. There's so many fucking sets.
Chat,
that
you
come
guys
out
ask 'em-
at
ask 'em-
staggered release times.
Ask some questions if you guys have questions or anything like that.
Yeah, Paul Bunyan.
Or just
He said
is that
yawn.
Paul Bunyan. Keep
Welcome
it
to the
forever.
show, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Different release schedules due to low.
Yeah, Paul Bunyan, what do you want us
How
to talk
different
about?
Asian markets.
What would interest you?
Way more
All
competitive.
right, I see what Rosetta
Rosetta's still here.
or no,
What's that?
Rosetta Ara said. Different release schedule is due to how different Asian TCG market works. Way more competitive.
I hope the Switch is selling
Okay.
for double the price. Because Nintendo is a booming.
That's true.
brand.
That makes sense, actually, Rosetta. Like, if there's different competing TCGs in America than there is in Japan, I guess that could be a reason, depending on when like other Japanese TCGs are releasing their sets. Maybe Pokemon aligns that up for the market specifically to that region.
And that's what I brought up one time. Remember, I think, was it IFOMO that brought up one time, what if they stopped releasing new sets for a little bit and just print older sets to meet the demand? And was it, and I said they can't because other TCGs release other shit. So you have to release around that
bet.
time because you're competing with them. You can't give up any percentage of the market share. I guess what Rosetta, Ara said kind of ties into that. It's like a point towards it, right?
Yeah.
There's got so much more shit going on.
Sorry, let me check the comment one more time. Yeah, well, we have been saying that it would be good if they would release all these at the same time. Now, Latin America, I think they always end up releasing things a little bit later than the United States. That's just how it used to be when I grew up in Central America. I don't know if that's how it is now, but typically
Mhm.
everything takes about maybe 2 weeks more to get to
2 weeks
100.
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's essentially how it works. But yeah, we need it all to be released at the same time. That's essentially what would benefit every language equally, and then have the releases, the drops of like the images of what cards are going to be in the set. Drop it the week before. Would cause massive hype.
Let's
Here's
discuss
a
what we can change, like getting distro pricing. Yeah, shit. Maybe we all put our money in. Sure. Shit.
Dude,
yeah.
I told my wife I want to open a store here in Japan. Just because they don't have distributors, they go direct to retail from the Pokemon company Japan to the retailers. But I was like, there's some cheap rent. Everything's cheaper here, the cost of living and everything. And we get, because I work for a U.S. company, I get paid in U.S. dollars. So with the exchange rate and everything, it works out for us good. But like, there's like tiny little shops, like Java Akuma's shop, probably like the size of that, maybe a little bit bigger for 200-300 bucks rent a month. And I
That's
was like,
good.
let's just rent out something, make a little shop. Um, and I was like, if she wanted to, she could quit her job and just run that.
Do it right
And then
outside base.
just to get distribution from Pokemon, or
Yeah.
product from Pokemon direct. I thought that'd be cool, but that's just, I don't know. Down the road, we'll see.
Be
Just a
nice though.
thought that we had recently, but I'm trying to talk her into letting me do it.
Yeah.
maybe get
Come
some
on.
One Piece cases for FOMO.
Yeah,
know?
right. That's the
Some
excuse.
more of the cat TCG if it doesn't die.
There we go. That's the
Yeah,
workaround
Dude,
for
that'd be
monsters.
distro.
cool. I still have one. I have one booster box left for that cat TCG, and then the booster packs that you sent for the second set of it.
Oh, you still have them? Did you open the second box yet or no? You said
No, no, no. I have the second box still. I'm gonna open it. I'm probably gonna run like a members only live stream for it.
He's in Okinawa.
yeah,
Yeah, that one, dude. That card with freaking
yeah.
texture on it, bro. It's like embossing, bro. That card is fucking nice.
It's a good looking
The
box.
one with the fish in the background. You said.
Yes, yes. It's a very nice card, dude. I told you I want to grade it just for the fuck of it. I don't care what it's worth. It just looks so nice.
Brad, this is like buying a new car. Why can't consumers buy from the source instead of dealers? Cut the middleman and just buy straight from Pokemon.
That's
You can,
that's kind of what
but
Pokemon wants
They
to
need
do
to
with the vendor.
open up all those logistics to get it there as well.
yeah, I mean they do to a certain extent. They do at the Pokemon Center and stuff. Like you could buy, product from there, but it's not. I think they still want product in stores because not everybody's shopping online still. Kids aren't, the little kids aren't on the internet. Probably they don't. I mean, what's the
Well,
card? The card game started at like 6 years old.
hmm
So I mean, a 6-year-old's not on the computer buying Pokemon cards. Doesn't have a credit card. He can go into the store with a pocket full of change and buy a pack. Um, but I think, yeah, like FOMO's. I think you talked about it in our group chat on Instagram before, like how they're leaning into selling more to the Was it you? Maybe it was somebody else. But
it was me and FOMO. We were talking about the
okay, yeah,
vending
somebody
machines.
was
When
going back and forth.
you buy from
Oh
the
yeah,
vending
the
machines,
vending
you're buying
machines.
direct from Pokemon, and you're
Yeah,
buying it
yeah.
at MSRP. They're cutting out the retailer. They don't pay a middleman. They make full money because they're not selling it through a third party vendor that like has to sell to the end retailer.
And they're
And is there like
working with
something like 1,000 vending machines now, like across the U.S.
Yeah,
And like 4 years
and
ago there was like one or two.
and
yeah,
it's
like
getting they're expanding at a drastic level. Like
every
this
day,
whole year,
2
they're
or
planning
per
on
day,
expanding. Yeah.
Oh,
So
two
this
per
is the
day.
new norm,
2 per day.
essentially.
Eh,
Yeah, this is the new
Yeah.
norm.
And
So
there's a
Two
shit
per
ton of
day.
states that don't have them. They still haven't rolled them out in I think like 28 or 29 states.
Texas,
Mine.
it's
My
slim
state.
pickings over here.
Yeah.
Apparently, we have WalMarts everywhere, but
Walmarts and Waffle
eventually,
Houses.
Mimic
little
Brew was
kids don't need
talking about
Pokemon
that
cards.
too. He has a video about that, and he actually pulled out the numbers, and that's
Yeah.
how I found out that Texas only had like literally a handful, like 10 vending machines, the entire state. Like, what the hell? It seems like their first priority was to have one in every state, and then they would start their rapid expansion process, which is starting as we speak right now. So it's
Yeah.
possible that by the end of the year, maybe by the end of next year, we would have, probably by the end of next year, we'll have one in maybe every Walmart.
But what happens is, if if that happens, cards aren't going to be cheaper. Pokemon does get rid of the distributor, but it doesn't really get us anything cheaper. We don't get in at the distributor level pricing because they're not selling us that cards at it. They're selling it at MSRP.
Yeah, it's just
So it is
saving
kind of like,
shelf space for the store
It
itself.
Yeah.
will be cheaper though because
But
With
distributors
a
are
percentage
selling
off
them
the
at
top
market
Pokemon.
price,
True.
well,
right?
some distributors are, right, like a
Yeah.
lot of them are, but there are some that are supposed to still, quote unquote, strictly stay at MSRP.
I think the whole point is so that Pokemon can price it however they want to, so that they can be in full control of what their price tag is. Although retail is retail, but they can always raise the retail price, MSRP.
They have done it, right? They did it when they went from Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet. They raised the price of MSRP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All inflation. Nicholas says the Chinese Horizon set looks pretty good in my opinion. Might prove the point of having exclusive language sets to build long-term market share. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how
Yeah,
those
that's
do.
what I was-
They
That's what I was
already
trying to get at
started
earlier.
doing.
Sorry, shit.
No,
I
go
heard
ahead.
you.
You guys go ahead. I talk too much. Go ahead.
Oh, you did.
They already started doing certain promos in Latin America that are exclusive to Latin America. That's just a halucha for now, but eventually
Ooh.
we will start seeing something interesting.
Paul says
That's
they're gonna
cool.
start.
Halucha.
Yeah,
My bad.
yeah,
That's-
we'll
it made me
we'll
laugh.
get there. Hopefully, they start making an actual promo alt art. That'll be really cool. That's like exclusive. I swear, if they could just make football Pokemon crossover cards,
Football
Didn't
Pokemon.
they?
that would make
They
so
did.
much. I was thinking to myself, if FIFA made
Like
Pokemon
soccer,
Oh.
freaking match
they have
Yeah,
soccer
they do.
cards. They have them
Yeah.
already. There's Pokemon soccer cards in existence.
Yeah.
but they're futsal. They're branded by the futsal. It's not. It has nothing to do with FIFA.
Futsal.
I get what you mean. So you want it to be a FIFA branded thing?
I wanted it to be a FIFA
Well,
crossover.
it's
World
it's
Cup.
Yeah, if it was
World
FIFA,
Cup and
because they
Pokemon.
had NBA had a crossover with One Piece, right?
Yeah.
And
So it's
well,
possible.
they did BVD, the soccer team. They've done several crossovers, and they announced that they want to do a lot more crossovers with a lot more basketball teams. So they're with it. They're very crossover happy right now, and they've always been. There's a Dragon Ball Z One Piece guy with a blue hair anime crossover
Ooh.
where all three of them fight these monsters. It's Goku, Luffy, and I can't remember the dude with the blue hair, but it's like a knockoff of Goku. But I hear it's very popular in Japan.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
Day
they
Day with
did.
it. Go ahead.
Okay.
They did a crossover anime where they were all just fighting in the same episode and stuff. That was very cool.
Oh, that's correct.
All right. I got two things, and it's based on chat. For the last message, I thought about turning food vending machines into Pokemon pack vending machines. Call me the secondary market. It's already being done. There are people that do it because there are secondary market vending machines selling packs
Those
at
little pull
inflated
machines.
prices. Look at your local malls in America.
Or singles.
There's
too.
a lot of malls that have them. They're not owned or operated by the Pokemon Center, and it says it right on the machine. So there is people that reformat existing vending machines, put this product in there, and they make a ton of money. So it is possible. Second
Dude, imagine
thing,
your
Giga
shit
Chat.
getting stuck though. Like with food vending
Yeah.
machines, you get a bag of chips,
Oh.
get stuck, and
Stuck on
then
the
you know
wall.
what you do to get it out. You're like shaking it, and
Bang
it's
it.
that shit's
Yeah.
gonna
I
do.
would bust the window open.
You
Or
need
that
better
bag of
security for yeah.
Giga
You
Chad.
could put a gate. There's like a metal gate
Giga
that you
Chad,
could put.
bro.
I've seen them in bad
Okay.
areas,
Yeah,
bad
refit it.
neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, retrofit it. But second thing, Giga Chad Brad said, have you guys heard about overseas that shops are ripping packages to discourage resells? If they ripped corners off the packs, it would discourage the market from buying from scalpers. Any thoughts? We do have firsthand experience. Shugg. You're in Japan. You're in one of
Yeah.
those markets. Do you want to get into that?
Yeah, for years they've been doing that here, like at the retail stores, at the Pokemon centers, where you can't buy a box from the. You could buy it online. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind this, but if you order the box online, if they have product available, they'll send it to you with shrink wrap. But if you go to the actual Pokemon Center, they won't give you shrink. They'll rip the shrink wrap off the box, and now you can't even get the box. I think I told you guys this before. They
Hmm.
they take it out of the box even, so you're just getting loose packs now. And with Japanese, it's weighable and stuff like that, so it really is like discouraging for some of the scalpers. I'm sure there's still stuff going on, and people can still get boxes. And then some retail stores, it depends on how the market is. Some retail stores will go back and forth with if they want to rip the shrink wrap off or not. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's something that at least Japan's been doing probably for the last 4 years, on and off. So I don't know. I think it deters some people, but then also it's like if it's done enough, and then how like people are gonna have to just I don't know they're gonna want it still, and then they'll pay extra for it to an extent. Like the no shrink wrap boxes will be in the title if you go look online. And I think for
Yeah.
151, I don't know what it is now, but at one point it was only like a $10 difference. Like the shrink wrap box was like 120, and then the non shrink wrap box was 110 or 105. So it wasn't like too different.
You get they're
Hopefully that answered. I don't know.
they're ripping it when you walk into Pokemon Center itself, right?
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
that
so
too, right? Where you have to open the
yeah.
product there.
So like yeah, they'll have somebody that already ripped some packs. Like you'll see them in the back, like just packs in like these plastic containers. But then they also have this cart that somebody wheels out with new boxes, and they'll be back there ripping them behind the counter, just pre-ripping stuff.
Do you think they
And
sent
you
like
can't even
do you think
what?
they sent out like a memo to shop owners and stuff like
Oh yeah,
we're
definitely.
ripping at
And
the
it's
source,
Japan,
so
so like
we expect you guys to do the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think some like most retailers like seem to respect it. Like there's no like you have to like obviously they can't force them to, but I think most retail places or even the convenience stores, they're pretty good about limiting like the convenience store right here, it's like 2 packs, 3 packs per person. Um
Do you think
and then
they're making more per pack doing that anyways? So
what do you mean?
like they can mark the pack up itself like first, so they'd make more versus selling the box. What the box would be, you'd make more selling
I
single
mean the
packs.
retail store is going to sell it at retail.
Okay.
They
Okay.
don't ever mark them up. Like even the LGSs or like the card stores here will, but like
That's
any
what.
like
Yeah. That's
big
what I was wondering.
retail chain or anything like big box store, they're and the convenience stores are all just retail price.
So the
Um,
LGS does what it wants basically.
yeah, and I mean I don't blame them. It's
Yeah.
like it's somebody else is gonna come in there and buy it and put it on the secondhand market if you don't mark it up.
Yeah.
The market price is kind of what the market price is. So I know some people have an issue with like LGSs like not selling them for whatever lower price, but it's like they're gonna be out of product in a day if
But
they sell it at retail.
are they tending to honor the cellophane? Are they ripping?
No, it depends. Like if
Okay.
I feel like for the most part they're shrink wrapped, but
Alright.
you're gonna buy them at the card store. You're gonna get them for the market price,
Yeah,
whatever
that's what they
triple,
want. Yeah.
3, 4 times. Um,
Yeah.
but it's like the big retail stores or like chains that hold Pokemon cards. They do usually honor the ripping the shrink wrap off the boxes, and that's where you're gonna get the majority of like boxes, um, out in town. But
Um, Giga Chad Brad actually brought up another point. He said, I think in America it would stop a ton of scalpers from making sales. American consumers are very wary of buying stuff that could be resealed. I have one thing to say on that. There's a lot of people that buy from rip and shippers that don't care because the rip and shippers have a stack of packs and they go, these are from collection boxes and ETBs and a random assortment of stuff. So it's already happening where there's a ton of loose packs. They're being sold on famous rip and ships. They're selling out night after night. So those people can buy the packs even though they're sold like loose. And I don't think it would affect it. It would affect it if they completely opened the pack like completely and just gave you the
they
cards.
gave you the
But
card.
loose packs themselves, no.
That's just
If it's loose packs themselves, yeah. I
trusting
think
your
there's
source,
still a
right?
market for it. Rip and shippers would still scoop them up and
Didn't
utilize it
somebody
for that.
Didn't I think we were talking about this a couple times ago, and there was somebody in chat that's like, next they're gonna start taking the hits and just give you the bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget who said that, but somebody in chat randomly said, "I just was dying." That was funny.
Guess that's trusting where you're getting your packs from, I guess. That's what that
Yeah,
comes down
But
to.
and then
honestly,
like
it's really quick. It just brings up like the point where it's like, well, they should just print more. If it's scalping such a big of an issue, like just print more to where it's not an issue anymore, and then everybody can have shrink wrap boxes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
that's why we
Yeah.
also talked about it with
Facilities.
Paul. It's about the raw material they get and the output they can create with the raw material they get. What if they cannot source enough raw material to print as much? They've had ETBs that have been delayed because they couldn't source certain materials that went into the ETBs. So now compound that over time,
Yeah.
over several sets, over several products and different sets. It does kind of throw everything out of whack, right?
Yeah, that makes me wonder too. Like these rocket briefcases, they started the order period, and I'm wondering like, hopefully everything. I mean, there's not much in there, but like, I'm wondering how like logistically they're gonna make sure they can print all these because I feel like it's still a lot to handle if you're letting everybody order one per account.
Yeah.
But that's a good point, yeah, because there's a lot of products, especially on the American side of things. I think the English or the Japanese side of things, it's pretty simple. It's like a box of cards. There's not usually all these extra like dice or damage counters or energies. For a lot of the
151 had a
products.
bunch of shit, right? In Japan, you guys had a bunch of different things for 151, different product releases and like other boxes and shit.
I have terrible memory, but I'm not sure. Probably, but I think it was mostly booster boxes. But there probably was something, and I'm just not remembering.
You guys don't get tons of ancillary product, do you? Just
I don't think
It's
Here
so.
and
more
there.
over
Not
here, how you
generally.
said.
yeah.
Yeah, I think English has a lot of ancillary stuff, but so I could see that being like it just makes it like I said, it's just more pieces to account for and make sure you have because you can't sell an incomplete product like to somebody.
Hmm.
I mean, you could, but
But
Now, I
yeah,
would say I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say a year from now we're gonna have somewhat stable prices, normal prices again. Not
A year from
not
now?
80. I would say let's guess.
Yeah, I think so. I think a year from now we're gonna
Nah.
be
On some
in
of these
summer.
sets,
Summer's gonna
Surging
be dying
Sparks,
down.
Twilight Masquerade, I'll say
30th anniversary, baby. We talked about this.
yeah, but
30th anniversary a year from now.
I'm still that's my
When is
guess.
that, by
I
the
could be
way?
wrong, but
We're in the 29th right now. It's next year. It's a
Yeah,
year
but
from
when,
now.
when would they release that? Would they release
I think it's
that?
around April, end of April, I think. I might be wrong.
not
When's
gonna happen.
Pokemon Day? It's going to be on Pokemon Day, right?
That was recently. That wasn't that long ago, like a month or two ago.
So it was April or March. It's going to happen April or March. In a fucking year from now, in 10 months from now, that's 30th anniversary. The hype is going to fucking be there.
How long do we have in rotation?
Was it was
It
it
is
there for celebrations and generations? Because that was 5 years, then 10 years ago.
It was, but when I started, I realized celebrations went way down in price. By the time I was in the hobby, that set was very cheap.
How many years after celebrations came out? 2, 3 years after.
Silver Tempest. I'm not sure when
Yeah,
celebrations.
it's celebrations. I think was 2021.
Overprint? I
Silver
don't know.
Tempest was 23.
That's a tough assessment, though, if we're talking boom stats. Because everything's
Well,
skewed because of the boom. Everything's skewed because of this boom.
February 27th is Pokemon Day. I
that's
could see
my
Surging
educated
Sparks sitting
guess.
on the
Being here in
Pokemon
the
Center.
hobby how I am right now, being a stupid piece of shit that doesn't buy shit, that's not an investor, that is not giving anyone legal advice, that's what I think. That's what I see. There's a
Ryan's
lot of-
birthday.
It's going to be different next year for sure.
Happy birthday,
All right.
February
If
27th.
guys
it's
have
different
seen this.
next year, why
Those are
do you
nice.
think the hype will die
It's eye
down
candy.
suddenly when they're hitting the 30th anniversary?
I don't think
What
the
is the
hype
precursor
could still
to
be
kill
there,
the hype?
but
So the hype is still
it
there.
can still
and right
roll
now
for
we're in a
these new
boom.
sets. But that doesn't mean that Twilight, Surging, whatever fuck else won't just still be sitting there.
So you think the hype will just
If it's
roll
getting
over to the new
overshadowed by-
sets and the new sets will be expensive, but not the older sets?
New sets aren't going
It's
to be
just
that
a guess, but
expensive
depending
once
on how
the
much
era-
depending on what they put out.
The new era is going to bring the hype down because it tends to do that unless they have some weird plan up their sleeves, but they tend to hit the reset button when the new era starts. So things
But
tend to die down.
They said
is
that last
30th
year.
anniversary start of new era or end of old era? Because end of old era sometimes does okay.
The anniversary
So-
will do well, but he means like base set and shit like that for new eras. Typically, people are
Yeah.
turned off by the
Supposedly,
newer stuff.
black and white is the end of it.
In 1
Suppose-
year, are we already there at the new era, or are we still at the end of this era? Like, have we confirmed when we're gonna get the hell out of Scarlet and Violet? Like,
Yeah,
what
Black
Oh
day?
and
hell, I don't know. How many
They
sets we got
said-
left?
How many?
I mean,
I think it's only 3, no?
Really?
Yeah.
3 left. Damn.
Maybe 2.
Sean and AMPM still trying to do this deal for the CTR card.
Yeah, they are.
They've just been talking back and forth for like this whole thing.
I blame
That's
Logan
funny.
Paul. Yeah, we can do that. Blame.
Yeah.
We're striking deals.
Logan Paul.
Oh, and
But
that,
like,
other thing, that'll keep the hype going for a little bit.
Did you guys see Rudy's video where he said he's pausing all sales for like the next month or two on Pokemon? He's not selling any Pokemon for the next month or two.
I didn't see that.
I saw the
Yeah.
side.
Let me know more about it.
Took it as clickbait.
He just, I don't know. He didn't give too much. He just said the market's kind of in a weird place right now. It's too hot, and I'm not going to sell anything for. I'm pausing all sales for a month or two on Pokemon.
So he's thinking it's gonna.
So I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe it's just going to go crazy. Yeah.
Or just.
I don't know
crazy or
what.
down.
He didn't get specific, but it was interesting to hear. I'm like, oh shit.
How many months has it been since we've been complaining that they need to print more? Since Surging Sparks.
Oh,
6
Easily.
months.
Is it
8 months.
about
We
right
st-
there when it should
Yeah.
all be coming back again? Plus the 6-hour queue.
And I think there is stuff coming in June. I mean, I'm speaking from the Japanese side of things.
Yeah.
Which I know you guys were saying, like, what you guys were talking on earlier is like, Merc was saying, well, maybe the older sets in Scarlet and Violet, not the older, but the stuff that's not as like fresh and new during the 30th anniversary, that will be hype. But maybe these sets back, a year back from that, at that time will be less. They've died down and they printed more, and so the prices will not be like crazy. And like in Japan, that does happen. I don't know about the English side, but in Japan, like they did in 2023 where there was nothing. We couldn't find
Well,
anything
how
on
many?
store
It's
shelves.
only been a couple
And
months
then they
since.
just printed everything, and it was like you could find any set almost for the beginning of Scarlet and Violet for the longest time. And then like
Yeah.
I've said this before, they reprinted like some Sword and Shield stuff that we didn't think was going to get reprinted.
Brilliant
like
Stars,
Lost
Silver
Abyss,
Tempest.
Silver Tempest. Yeah,
They were just
That's
a couple months ago. They were still on Pokemon Center. So, Battle Styles.
and they just did a 151
Styles.
reprint here in Japan.
So I'm thinking
Dark
a
Ibex.
couple of these sets
He
are
was
going to do the
telling me
same
about it.
thing.
Yeah, they could
which
surprise
ones?
us and just print shit. Yeah.
I think the ones that'll be relevantly hyped at that moment. I mean, look at right now. Right now we have Mewtwo and we have the Zekrom and Reshiram. The Zekrom and Reshiram completely deterred people from Mewtwo. So it just
For
depends
now.
on
For now.
wherever the hype is in that moment in time. We'll
Mhm.
we'll have to wait to find out.
wait. Let me play devil's advocate here. How much is the Mewtwo set going for? How much did it affect the price?
Oh, I have
What
no
is
idea.
its price? If it's still well above market price, then it didn't really affect much. It's still
What
high.
is
It's
the
still
price? That's a good question.
I saw a
Yeah.
headline today, title that said Destined Rivals is going down. I'm not
Well,
sure.
we're in
I don't keep up
pre-order.
on the day to day.
Going down from what though? From like
Yeah.
$400 or something.
From its
crazy?
pre-order, the crazy pre-order that it always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like record-breaking prices or whatever before.
Well,
now
it's
like,
always
sure,
it's the
gonna
same
go down.
the same videos with the new sets. It's like they're on repeat.
You know what seriously annoyed me today? Yesterday, EVO2 came out in English. And there are people like making videos of how much the prices are upon release, like tracking this shit, saying what kind of plays they're gonna make because they're like super smart little Timmies. It's like, oh my god, bro, get a clue.
350.
how much
it was
is the Mewtwo
500.
set? It said 350. It was 500. It's still high.
265.
265. All right,
Yeah, for
that's a whole
booster box.
$100. A whole $100 above MSRP.
Yeah, no.
You tell me that shit's not hyped, bro? It's not even out. $100 above MSRP, bro. That
What?
shit's fucking hyped as fuck.
Even crazier, but obviously it is. It always is on pre-order.
Yeah.
It's absolutely doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Prices
Yeah,
are
and you said
going
One
up.
Piece is like hot right now from all the people coming from Pokemon, right? And right,
Let's
there's
see.
new
How
people
hot is
moving
One
over.
Piece?
See,
Let's
there
see.
was a point in time about 2 months ago. Prismatic evolutions. That's what happened. Prismatic evolutions happened, and everyone was all about prismatic evolutions. Then Journey Together came out. Everyone was pissed off, so they moved to One Piece. And you can literally see price charts of spikes that have now just kind of cleared up after that. And it's just
Okay.
because people came from Pokemon to One Piece. Then they left. And now, slowly but surely, everything's like drying up in a very weird way. Like it's drying up fast, and nobody is listing any more items for sale. It's like they're diamond handing.
Well,
I
because
don't know.
too, so that Rudy thing just happened where Rudy just said that like a couple days ago. But before that, even Pokey and Brian, he was saying he's like, if you have stuff, don't sell it right now. He's like, you shouldn't be selling it. And so it's not just one person; it's like two, maybe three. I don't know if who else has said it, but a lot of
Yeah.
people in the
And
last
not
couple
just
weeks have
that.
said the same thing.
Not just
Well,
that. Those people are people that other people that run businesses look and see their content and follow their directive. So it's two people that we know that are businesses that are doing that. And how many people that run businesses that look at them, that see that content, and they're like, I'm going to do this too. So it's a multitude of businesses across the hobby sphere.
What's making them say not so? I mean, I know the
what
I mean,
first
probably
wave,
that the
what
price
the
is
first
going up.
wave
making
of investors
see
are
that's
gone
an
too.
interesting question because they are freaking buy happy. Every day.
Well,
OPO9. I have a case right here of OPO9. Every day I track that thing. At least 20 boxes a day. 20 boxes a day. Still.
Cases?
and they're
This
talking about One Piece specifically.
and
Oh no, I was talking about Rudy talking about Pokemon and Brian talking about Pokemon.
Okay.
Sorry.
oh,
But that's
I
the
was
thing, it ties into One Piece
Well,
because
yeah.
he said
Yeah.
that's what happened with the One Piece market. Everybody came in, you saw the market where stuff went crazy, then it chilled out, and now stuff is disappearing. You can't find it anywhere, but no one's listing it.
Right.
These guys, there's this boom, Pokemon product is disappearing everywhere, and these guys that run stores that tell other guys who have stores what to do
I'm saying not
say,
so.
don't sell shit,
Right.
hold on to it. Just like with One Piece.
yeah,
Everybody's
because I think
buying, hold on.
But
Japanese,
No,
same
I'm saying
quality of
that's
English.
what they're doing. They're buying and they're holding on to the product.
Brad.
I wasn't telling anyone to hold on. Yeah.
oh, okay.
No, that was that. You get me? Like it was the end of my phrase.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So I see now we were talking two separate things. So the One
Yeah.
Piece thing does tie down a little bit with Pokemon because as One Piece, the people from Pokemon went into One Piece, they went back to Pokemon. Little by little, One Piece has been drying up, and I think it's because certain investors from Pokemon starting to catch on into One Piece. They're just using it as a second vehicle that's still cheap in order to
Filler.
boom that. Yeah, basically, they're just sitting on that. I know a few actually that are in the Pokemon space that are in One Piece too.
Oh, I got something to say about that. All right. If it's a true investor, they're not just going to be a
What does
Pokemon
true
investor,
investor mean?
just a Magic investor, just a One Piece investor. They're going to be an investor in the hobby of TCG. Whatever TCG is hot and popping, that's what they're
Yep.
going for because they're following the trends. So it's not you and me who love Pokemon and we have this dear connection with them, and that's why I'm chasing the set because I like that Pokemon and I know it's going to do good because it's done good in the past, guys. No, these guys are like, all right, Pokemon, Eevee set's hot. I can get it this much. I can sell it this much. This is my margin. Cool. Do it again. Rinse and repeat. All right, now go to One Piece. This is what's hot. All right, cool. Go to Magic. This is what's hot. Cool.
Yeah.
Go to sports. This is what's hot. That's what I see as the true investor. Literally, the person that's just like, I got money. This is my business. All I'm trying to do is make my money. If I put
Those are
$100, I need a 20% return. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily scalpers because they could maybe have a very good network of friends and they might get shit at distributor price and then sell it under MSRP. And everybody flocks to those stores and buys it because they're just trying to meet their margins and it's mass sales.
Yeah.
That's a true investor, ain't it?
True.
Flippers operating in the
These
hype.
guys that we look up to, Brian from Pokeanny,
I don't
he's
know
a true
about look
investor.
up.
He literally fucking lives off of it. Danny
Look
Phantom,
up,
he's
I
a
don't
true
know.
fucking investor. He lives off of this shit. It pays for
Danny's
his
good.
house and everything. Like, that's their living. It's a true investor. If you fuck up and invest bad, you don't pay your rent. The bank seizes your home. You get thrown on the street. If people like you and I were to invest $1,000 and we fuck up, oh dang, I just lost my playing money. I don't have fuck around money no more. But we're not on the street because the bills got paid.
You
Like,
all
we're not
remember
playing with house money. But when you're all in and that's your business, that's your livelihood, you are playing with house money.
Yeah. You guys all watch Rudy, right? Alpha Investments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever, like, I don't know, do you ever think he's like, or question, like, how is he so confident? He just seems to me like always so confident in like the long-term, like, success of TCGs. I'm not saying he's wrong or like he shouldn't be, but it's just like he seems so confident all the time, and I'm like, what does he know that we don't, or is he? I don't know. Do you ever get that vibe from him or no?
No, I get the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, like when he had that video of him talking about how he invested all his money into the stock market, I could see him just melting in front of the camera,
Oh, okay.
like his whole world was going to shit. So after seeing that side of him, you can phase out certain things. You can kind of tell his nuances.
You think he's just got
But
enough
when you-
money not to care? I mean, I know you're saying he does care, but
I think the idea is just
Maybe.
he's just so overly confident with staying the course. But
just
that's I don't know if
compounded
that's a
everything.
Harry type mentality or if this is like through research and data that he's trying to prove that. Not sure.
Sean C, we're sorry, but that's why we had a little bit of a card opening there in the beginning when y'all came over. This is what we normally do.
I'm
This
not
is
This is what we
sorry,
do for our
guys.
podcast.
Sean's been
Saturday
here
night.
for Sean's been here since
He's
like
been-
an hour
yeah.
ago. Sean loves
Trying
it.
to sell semen.
That was funny.
Oh, I thought he was like legit bored with us now.
No,
Make
he
it-
might be, but he's
Yeah.
been here for the last hour.
Yeah.
If
You're not
make a
bored
little
enough.
flipping card.
That's funny. Well, I had a plan to open this box from you, Merc, but I don't know if I should do it now or later or what.
Bro, I got,
I think
a
we
hit.
misunderstood Everest.
but I think I'm missing one out of all of these, and I don't know which one it is.
What?
Like all of these are hits essentially, but some are. It's just
Blinky
weird.
blinky.
Like there's a
the
Dawn
white-
that's a hollow, so I don't know if that's the hit. And there's a leader here that is a different color than all the backs, but it's normal. It's not like hollow or anything.
Aren't the
then
Dons pretty
there's-
rare?
The what?
The Dons,
The
aren't they?
Dons? I don't know, but
Hollow
this one is.
Dawns, I think it's like 1 to 2 per box.
I've never seen a hollow Dawn come
I
out of a
got one.
booster box. Not that I can
Oh.
think of.
Recently.
Japan or English though, or are you talking?
Okay, so it comes with one hollow Dawn. I need to read.
I don't know. I have a couple of Hollow Dawns that I pulled from Japanese boxes,
And this
and then
one's
it's
cool.
usually
This one-
every leader card I've pulled, I think, or most leader cards I've pulled are non-hollow and they have red backs.
Sean. He wants
So
to,
leader
Sean wants a
cards have
party.
red, regardless of their
Yeah.
rarity.
Maybe you should open some shit.
For me, it's a hobby
Man,
as a
fuck
collector
it.
and potentially retirement investment. That's all. I'm trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
flip
that's
shit
why-
We're
into
not-
more shit.
We're
Is
not
all I'm
hating
trying
on
to do.
anybody that wants to make money, by the way. First off,
I'm just
like
selling shit to buy more shit.
people here in this podcast, they make money off the hobby too.
Yeah.
People here in this podcast grade cards and sell those graded cards. There's nothing wrong with making any money off of it, but we're just having conversation and stating facts as they are.
Yeah, it's all fun and just thinking about
Yeah.
this stuff. I would say, yeah,
Yeah, we're just talking
I'm
about
with
shit we like.
Use the
what is it,
151 in
DBO?
TVs.
It's DBO. Same as him. I think I'm like a collector first, and enjoy the hobby. But if I have extra money to throw at it, and I don't want to call it investing. It's more like speculating or like it's more gambling than anything.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, maybe this will be worth more than it was yesterday or whatever. Not yesterday, but you get what I mean. Like more than it was 5 years ago in the past. And if not, then it's like whatever. Like I've always said, if everything goes to zero, like it would suck, but I would honestly be happy with everything. I'd be happy, opening it up and
Mhm.
having fun,
you-
opening it with the kids.
You guys are familiar smoking for free, basically. Like you're selling
Yeah,
to.
selling
Oh,
stuff
I'm familiar
Yeah,
with
that's
it, baby.
basically
keep
what.
collecting.
Yeah, it's basically what it's.
Yeah.
My whole goal.
I feel like too,
basically.
yeah.
Just keep it
depending
rolling
on how
into
you-
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, I got this, and then the homie covers it, and then he's like, "You want to chill and just blaze?" Alright.
Not that, Eddie. We're talking about actual hobby.
No, you're
Well, I'm just saying
like
the
a lot of
term.
people do
I'm
that.
talking about the
Yeah.
term that you brought up.
Yeah.
That's the reference to the damn term.
Jaeger and Red Bull.
It is crazy. You still got 150 people watching. That's surprising.
Guys, I
Yeah,
appreciate
we have
that. I don't know how y'all
151.
made it
The
through
151.
this.
130 of them are probably passed out though.
The bots, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Saturday.
just they went to
Passed
sleep
out.
already.
Nah,
Yeah.
yo, check it out. When I got that raid in July, I'm telling you, everybody,
Monster creamsicle.
well, not everybody, a big chunk of people stayed, bro. I legit opened a whole ass booster box after because everybody stayed and they're like, "You got more shit to open?" I fucking did it. I just kept opening shit.
James Martin. I collect and sell if I have to, but this is better than gambling and nothing ever goes to zero. All investments are a gamble, to be honest. Some are just more strategic than others. If not, I
That's
have
so
other
true.
hobbies like collecting silver and gold. I have a few things of those as well, and so on, so
Mhm.
forth.
I'm a silver, silver stacker.
Maybe
I haven't
close to
stacked
zero.
silver in a while.
But you got to understand population of what you collect, and still have my career. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Very
totally agree
nice.
with James Martin. Yeah, population. I'm all about it. I mean, I was showing these earlier. I don't know if James was here, but like, the population of these is less than the first edition Shadowless Charizard. Like,
But population.
like, they're like, so I think PSA's pops are actually messed up. So I think it's lower than it says. But if you take, because they have 2 pops for this card, or they have this card listed twice with 2 different numbers. But even if you added up the 9s and the 10s from all of PSA and CGC, it's less than 100 for the 9s and the
So-
10s of this card.
Bottom right is Son of a Merc. This is his channel. So if you subscribe, this is his
Yeah,
channel.
Sean.
He's the dude. He's the channel owner. We're just all guests, all 3 of us here.
Appreciate
I
you
want
stopping
to
in.
shout out my channel though.
Eddie G from
Yeah.
BEYSShowcase. Yeah, shout it. I give
Yeah,
my channel.
Shugg.
Everybody in
shit ton of
chat.
shout-outs.
Before y'all leave, go to my channel. Is it in the description or no?
Dude,
yes,
check it
it
out,
should be.
Merc. They're in the description.
Trying to
but
get our
they're not
names to
active
pop
links.
up on screen.
You have to edit it and then go to the name and then put space right after the name to make it a hyperlink.
I have to go back and do it after.
James Martin, how
Yeah,
old are
after,
you?
Just after.
Shugg Nastee, guys. IFOMO on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Shugg Nastee on YouTube.
BEYSShowcase.
IFOMO_TCG on Instagram.
When I was a kid, back in you guys were still glimmering in your dad's eye. I had thousands of hockey, football, etc. But it was overprinted to this day, still worth nothing.
Yeah, he's talking about the junk wax era, right?
Yeah.
And that's something, yeah, I don't know. We were talking about like if they just printed everything to demand, and somebody brought it up earlier. I don't know if it was James Martin, but like, oh, then it would kill the long-term collectability of Pokemon maybe. And I think people are like that know about the junk wax era of sports and how like those boxes you couldn't get rid of. I don't know, Pokenomics, Jake from Pokenomics used to talk about this all the time, and he said that like the companies were reaching back out to the retail stores, the distributors, because their boxes were just sitting on store shelves like everywhere and nobody wanted them, so they were buying them back from like the retail stores because it looks bad as a collectible if nobody's buying your stuff and it's just in supply all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good point. I'm surprised. I don't know if he's here from CTR's people, but
I had my
They,
grandpa before Katrina
I'm gonna
happened.
assume everyone here is from there.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Before Katrina, my grandfather had a full room, like a sunroom, full of just fucking old 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever comic books. I can only
Damn.
imagine what he had. I'm sure half of it wasn't worth a damn, but he had a lot of good stuff.
Maybe.
Katrina just completely flooded their house. Took everything out.
Dang.
That's crazy.
can
Yeah,
go
some
real
people
quick.
lost stuff in those California fires, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like he spent a lifetime
Recently.
putting all that shit together. One hurricane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I remember it because I wasn't allowed to touch any of it. It was just all on the floor though in boxes. Born
You're
in
so old,
'77.
man.
You're not that old, James. You're not that old. Still a young man.
Here, let's
John
see.
C wants us to just start being like, fuck off.
Like CTR does. Yeah, like fucking
He wants us
Ryan.
to just
Start throwing
randomly
shit.
be like, bitch.
Yeah, we need some
Hey, we need
techno,
AMPM
EDM.
to jump on, bro. AMPM will call everybody bitch right now in the chat.
It'll just be a live stream
Oh,
of
you
him just
still
going
here?
down the chat. Going down the chat, just
Yeah.
We wanted them, but they were so easy to get that they just quit. All the junk wax
Yeah.
cards. Yeah, because you'd
No,
still.
I looked up some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You'd still want your favorite characters and stuff, right? Or your favorite players, but that wouldn't go away. But there'd be so many of them that you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Okay,
All right.
go ahead, show.
I see what you guys are kind of saying. If it keeps going for so much longer and they print so much more and there's so much more variants of the big hitters, they start kind of depreciating more over time.
Wait, say it again. Say it again. I was reading chat.
So as the hobby continues growing, let's say it continues for another 10, 15 years, they continue printing more sets that have even more population of cards because they're increasing printing all the time. And even though those sets have big hitter cards, like let's say they have a new Pikachu or a new Charizard, for the Pikachu collectors or the Charizard collectors, it's another Pikachu, another Charizard.
Mhm.
So even though, yes, it's still hyped and yes, it's still at that moment selling, does that contribute overall to the market collapsing on itself like the junk wax era? Because, well, there's too many sets. Every set's printed to the ground. Even though there's a Pikachu, there's another Pikachu in the next set. So you're just collecting Pikachu after Pikachu now. Like, is that what you guys were kind of getting at with this whole thing right now?
Not the Pokemon specifically, but they're just printing so much of everything that it doesn't matter. It doesn't have any. It's not valuable anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's the
Yeah.
amount of sets. I think it's the population of the amount of like the cards they're printing. But I don't think it matters like that. There's a new set every month. Even like I think it's just the fact that there's so much more cards. Somebody just brought up population. I don't know in the chat, and I was talking about like it's.
Yeah.
I think we talk about population all the time, but it seems like a lot of people too in the space don't care as much. And I don't know if that's ever gonna get like it's gonna catch up with people, and eventually collectors that are newer to the space will start to like think about population because they'll realize cards are just like anybody can get them. But I think people that have been here for a while or have collected stuff in the past, like sports or anything really, are of like familiar with like the lower the population and the more collectible something can be. Maybe I mean it's not always about population, but that does play a big piece in value and exclusivity and how easy something is to get. But I don't know. Somebody mentioned in the comments, and I talked about it.
How
Not
many
drinking,
people want
just
it
this.
at any time, as well?
It should. It's just that in a euphoric frenzy of hype, I don't think it's relevant because everyone wants everything at the same time. So it's like they're not seeking out pop per se.
Yeah.
But it should matter. It's
Should, but
It's
I've got
a-
a pop 20 card that's worth $50. So it's like,
well, I have a mega. I have a mega main neck trick. That's a 30 pop that went from being a nothing card, like $30, and now all of a sudden, I don't even know how much it sells for. Last I checked, I think I saw like $300. PSA 10.
All right.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that thing. Just gonna list it for 69.69. See if anyone takes it.
It's your Lucario? You better keep that. That's
I'm gonna
yours,
sell
dude.
it.
Do you see
I'm gonna
yourself
sell
getting
it when
another
it
one?
reaches $1,000.
Okay, well,
That's the idea. I mean, that's how you play the game, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, eventually it'll get sold. Eventually, all this stuff will die down, and then I'll get more at 20
Everest,
bucks. I remember that they
Ev-
used to cost $20.
I was
Sorry,
thinking,
bro. Go ahead.
there's
Everest Fun TV just brought up a point that I have heard repeated in the hobby before. The main reason why sports cards are so high and low is because players retire, get injured. Pokemon is fantasy. I don't think Charizard will break a wing anytime soon. And
Yeah.
if Charizard's not killed off in the anime, they're gonna continue having Charizard around, right? It's gonna continue staying strong.
But
I
there
see
could
it.
be a
I
fatigue
see what
there.
you mean.
There could be a fatigue like we saw
What
with
James Martin said.
earlier.
Said Charizard broke a wing in Obsidian Flame.
James has a question. Obsidian Flames versus Fusion Strike versus Sun and Moon base. And what cards would you feel like would be more valuable in the future? Well, if we're going Gengar versus Charizard versus Rainbow Rare, I'd go
Fusion Strike.
Gengar, yeah. Bigger set of Fusion Strike. Less likely to pull
I
it.
can't say like CTR, so I'm not gonna be able to say Fusion Strike like him. I really wish I could.
Fusion Strike.
Yeah.
Even though I do like the Obsidian Charizard better than, I don't know.
I would say Sun and Moon just because of the amount printed was probably way less than. I mean, it was 2017, right? 2017, 2018 maybe. It's just way less than anything from Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion.
Well, he's asking what
I mean,
cards though.
you could look at. Oh, what cards?
Yeah, but the box I do agree. If you
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about set. Never mind.
Dude,
But the
AMPM
tag
once
teams,
said,
Sun and Moon was tag teams, right?
yeah, but it's base set, Sun and Moon base. So I think it was just the Rainbow Rare.
I'm
I
not,
can't.
never mind. Never mind.
you see AMPM, he said, and Pikachu can't beat his wife.
Yeah, right.
Shots
They did
fired,
some
shots
pretty
fired,
trippy
that's
things in
deep.
the early animes.
It's true though. Like it depends. Like the anime is like it's heavily reliant on the anime because that's all we know. That's like, it's like what a sports like an athlete would do in like real life. That's like what our Pokemon cards we look at for like what they do is like their significance in the anime or how powerful they are in maybe the card game or like
Yeah.
So I think like if Pokemon wanted to like some of these Pokemon that are not like Marshadow, like we were talking about this last week, or I think FOMO said he's only been in a movie, and then you look at how many card arts that he has, and it's like 4 card arts, and that's like to me that's a sick Pokemon Marshadow.
Yeah.
Like if they did more with him in the anime, then you would probably have some more demand for him, more card art, more popularity. But
He needs an evolution or a mega. That would be very cool.
I like him the way he is. I mean, I would just I don't know. I was looking at it, there's only like 4 or 5 card arts for him, even like including like basic arts, like not even just the secret hits or full arts.
Which is your
Mr.
favorite?
Zard,
Is
what
it
up?
the one with the champ?
I like the one with him in the Machamp, like the side profile, because there's the 2, but I think it's the SR, but then like looking off to the right or the left.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
a
that
cool
one's
card.
very good. Yeah, I had the chance of getting that card before all this madness. Different times. Still think that card's cool.
I sent a bunch of tag teams that were off center to ARS
Oh
because
shit.
they don't account for
Really?
centering,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much is ARS per card? Or
What's their turnaround time?
3,000 yen.
what's the minimum?
So
of
it's
the
$20 per card. And you, what do you mean minimum?
like a
How
Do we
many
have a-
cards minimum?
yeah, like a PSA
I
does
don't think
20.
there's a minimum. You have to send. You can send up to 20 though. That you
Okay.
can't go over 20, and it's one per household. So if my wife had an account, she can't submit, and I can't submit. It has to be different. One per address, like
Okay.
submission.
That's crazy. But that's I mean, that's how the
Yeah.
curve
Submission per
demand.
address.
John,
Say that again.
John,
phone.
Thing for Sean. If you want to, go ahead and sub up. I'm gonna open up a booster box of Journey Together within a week or two on my channel. I'm not gonna be able to open it tonight, but I do have a booster box on hand.
Yeah, Sean, I haven't had any. I hadn't seen any in the wild. I
Yeah.
went to Barnes and Noble
Yeah, as
2
a matter
days
of
in a
fact,
row
I'll show.
looking for the super premium collection, but they said they got guys up there every day.
Oh, dude, that's,
Scalpers.
Yeah,
They got the
that's like
plugs,
fro-
bro.
that's gotta be
there and
frustrating.
the fucking CVS as well. Like the random
need
CVS
to-
down the street every day. They say they come in and check that shit.
I have a Target that's about 10 minutes walking distance from my house. I have a Walgreens that's like 2 minutes walking distance from my house. I need to check these out and see if there's actual scalping going on over here because, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, and they
I
already overpriced the
didn't even hear
Walgreens.
about that stuff here. It's weird.
I
But I
did.
see. I do go to the store and there's obviously absence of product
Yeah.
at the store because they just go and buy
English
everything.
bag.
I'm just like, when the hell does this happen?
This is my only English pack.
You ripping it?
Yeah,
Just send me a
Pokeshev
new
sent
one.
this to me like a year ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Silver
Um,
Tempest, the
Is
best.
this the set with the
sample.
Lugia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
The Paradigm Trigger
Cool better
equivalent.
than me. I got the V Star.
How do you open?
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't open.
When'd you get those in? Oh, you went to
Nice.
Frankenstein's.
No, I just got these in from Pokemon Center.
Oh shit.
Remember they opened the porters?
Well, mine should be
They
here.
Here's
came
your
in
code card,
soon.
chat. I think Eddie needs this code card because he plays, or he said he's gonna start playing, right?
I'm gonna start playing, yeah.
Base, what are you promoting?
But you could give out the code card. It's cool.
What's-
UPB gave me a
dude.
big stack of code cards, bro.
It's so disappointing the quality of these cards. I'm just looking at the back. I'm not used to opening English.
Why, yes, Sean. I am
Oh.
promoting. I'm always promoting.
Is there a pack trick? What's a pack trick, guys?
Shugg, you must
Uh,
be so disgusted.
What
Channels
set is
should
it?
be in description, guys, as well.
What set is it?
What the fuck is this?
Don't look at the
Oh
white.
yeah, that's for the V Star. So yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
4. That's your energy. That's a marker, the V Star marker.
There's no pack trick?
Yeah, it's 4.
there is,
I forget it.
but I forgot it like
4.
3 years ago.
4? Oh, Baze said 4. I'm gonna Baze is the opener, so.
Yeah.
Alright, it's
Yeah.
the V Star. Regenerative energy.
Oh, you got your box to open too.
Energy.
Yeesh.
You playing online TCG, James?
Okay.
What are you running? God
Okay.
blisters.
I play. I don't play online anymore, but I play Dragapult Charizard, and then I just made the Rockets Mewtwo deck.
Oh shit.
That deck's
Dragapult
pretty sick.
Charizard,
It's pretty fun to play. Yeah.
I was playing Gengar last up.
There's so many cards in these packs.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey.
Oh
Okay.
yes, yes.
It's a good looking V.
Yes.
It's colorful.
Nice.
You got something?
Today's been full of hits, boys.
Yeah, you got a couple good ones. That Infernape, or was it Infernape?
Oh here, check it
Yeah,
out.
that
There's
was
one in front of me.
That thing was sick. Yeah.
JK, I just got back on. My
So
decks
this
are
is
now
one?
legal.
And then the second card that was in IR, this one.
Yeah, I've never seen that card actually, or
Okay.
maybe I have, but not in a while.
4 Vs.
And
Three-star.
I did get a regular EX.
In a while.
That's cool.
A cargo.
Yeah.
Should I open this box now?
17 cents. Yep.
Yeah.
Who's from Michigan?
All right.
Nobody.
I'm gonna open. This box is from Son of a Merc, y'all.
We got
Appreciate it. I've
Texas.
been waiting.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you enjoy it.
I'm waiting for this.
It's
My
random
birthday
as shit.
was Friday, so this is perfect timing.
You didn't tell us.
hmm
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy belated birthday.
That was yesterday for us.
Did you like the FOMO? This is my
Oh, that's cool.
it's a scalpel from work.
Oh, really?
Ooh, nice.
See-through.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
looks like a freaking toothbrush.
No, it's a scalpel. We sometimes we'll do procedures and stuff, and I'll just have it in my pocket, and then I'll forget it's there, and then I'll end up walking home with it or bringing it home. But they're perfect for opening tape and stuff.
Nice.
Another Merc box. There's William. He's been lurking. Big Willie.
Hey.
Let me see the.
Yeah, I wonder where he's at. Is there any order I should take this stuff out in or no?
No, there's no one.
Oh, there's shit in here.
Yeah, that's your
Alright.
that's your boy.
What? What?
Okay, cool.
It's your little
I
guy.
got a couple of-
Oh, this is the
or-
Funko. This is like, what, did you give Eddie one? No, you gave
Everybody got one of
AMPM one
the-
of these, right?
Everybody got one.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
FOMO got a
Look,
Lucario.
the little
little
this is
dragon.
going on
You
the
guys
shelf
remember?
behind me. This is
Got
awesome.
that dude right on top of the Mewtwo.
Little
No-
Lucario.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this.
Hell yeah, guys.
This is sick. Thank you. I'm going to put this up on the shelf later somewhere.
You're welcome.
What were you saying?
My
Eddie?
channel's in description.
I was gonna say, you guys remember how I just sent in the group chat
Lady Luck, if
earlier
you're still
how
here,
I found those Labubus.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I got you guys.
Yeah.
Well, they
This is
have
a mess.
other blind boxes, and Yesenia got a couple of them, and this is what she pulled in one of them. She got
What is
the
this?
SpongeBob,
Oh,
the
wow.
farmer is what she pulled out of it. So that's the card
Oh,
that
nice.
comes inside, and this
What the
is the little
fuck?
fella. So it's a Pop Mart vending machine blind box. This is not the Chase out of the series. The Chase is a SpongeBob
Fucking
and Patrick
DZ.
in diapers. They're like babies. But this is still pretty
This
cool.
is sick.
They're very solidly built. Very nice thing.
This is dope, dude. Is this the
And
English
she's
card?
opening another one right
Yeah,
now.
it's English. It's a
Nice.
anniversary set. You and FOMO got the same box, but you can pull different
Yeah, I
things.
got mine right here.
Okay. So it's just like one of these, what is it? It just, it comes with a couple packs. And
That's
then
sweet.
Yeah, and then it's got one
36
big
foils.
card,
Okay.
These packs.
That's dope.
and the big
Oh,
cards could
okay,
be
cool.
different. So
Should I
So we
open that
can
now or
open those.
later?
it's up to you.
It-
Keep
it's
it
up to
sealed
you,
if you want. Don't matter.
This is
I'll
my
open it
little
sometime. But
pop that I received from Merc.
We can
He
open
sent me
it
the
next.
little Charizard.
Oh, nice. You got a Charizard?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. These. Everyone needs sleeves. Merc. These are dope.
I
Is this
forgot
like
I
the
sent
one,
you
are these
those.
like 151?
Yeah, I figured you didn't have those.
Oh,
so-
dude. And then I don't. And then the Mew's got like a little Japan flag behind them
Yeah, they're pretty.
with a
Yeah,
little red circle.
they're nice.
That's cool.
Oh, I see. So that one goes on the little. Oh,
That's awesome, dude.
wow.
I actually have like a little sleeve
Here, I'll put it
collection.
all
I don't
together.
have those.
Wait, I'll put Shugg in there twice.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah, a ditto. The Shuggy Bear. My little dragon lady.
that's my girl.
That's not gonna shit.
My little dragon lady with the ditto.
That's
Oh,
funny.
I didn't have
that's
a
awesome.
Dragonite or anything.
No, this is cool. I love Ditto. Ditto's one of the best Pokemon. He can be a dragon. Speaking
Baze,
of
I'm
Ditto,
trying to
you
put
seen
yours. There we go.
that yeah, Chad, it's nice of him to do that. We've been
Thank you.
we've just been sending each other presents
Yeah,
lately.
just been pen paling each other. That's what it's about.
You guys saw
guys.
that Korean Ditto, right? The Korean Ditto
Yes,
promo?
yes, I did.
That card looks sick.
It's like a kind of regular
It-
hollow.
So expensive. Yeah, it's a regular hollow,
Yeah.
but it's got all the different Pokemon, like Lapras,
As Ditto.
Pikachu, I think. But yeah, as they're like the Ditto face, the dots for eyes and the mouth.
Yeah.
That card I thought was gonna be like a $5 to $10 card, and it came out the gate at like $100, $100+. And I was like planning on buying like 100 copies because I thought it'd be less than $10.
Right.
I was like, there's no way. Now it's like $50, I think.
It's
Um,
Korean. Big ups.
But yeah, dude, it's like, it's a good looking card.
Surprising.
Oh wait,
though.
where'd that thing go? Oh, here it is.
What else you get? You still
Dude, that
opening shit?
poster. Me, sorry,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
you guys can talk.
No, you're good.
Feel free. I'd like the chat's probably like, what the fuck?
I'm
Top left
almost
got the
done.
hose.
Top
Hey,
of
Who's
dude.
top left? Is that
That's
Eddie?
Eddie. Yeah.
Me? It's me. That's
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
Sean
man.
C said top left got the hose. What? Alien? What the fuck is this?
What'd
An
you get?
old ass comic?
This is another Pop Mart.
That's the Turok.
It
Yeah.
almost fell.
The
It's another
alien?
Pop
Oh,
Mart
okay,
little
shit.
thing. It's another blind box.
Dude,
Legit,
this
it
is
just got
dope.
opened.
Look
Here we
at
go.
the there's
This is
Dude,
perfect
look at
in
this.
frame.
there's old advertisements in
They're
all
playing.
of y'all's.
They're playing like air hockey, and this is the card.
That's sick.
So
Oh,
this
nice.
was out of a little blind box, out of a Pop Mart vending machine. They go for about $20 after taxes. They're totally worth it. If you're a fan of the IP,
Invest now.
Toy Story.
yeah, these things people go crazy for them.
I
So
wonder
it's
if
not
they'll
just
make another
Labubu.
one
They
eventually.
got Toy Story, they got Spider-Man, they got all sorts of shit.
Is this safe to open on stream? The shape of it is
Yeah.
worrying.
It's yeah.
There we
Just
go.
look at-
I dropped the little
Hey,
chair.
Doug's here.
Doug, what up?
The chair is here.
Doug,
Aloha.
I didn't
What's
even
up,
know you
Doug?
were here. Were you jumping in when because the chat
Chad,
was going
Dow, thank you
crazy.
guys. Sean, yeah. Appreciate you
for the
guys.
Gen 1 boomer?
Yes. For the
I did pack battle Rev.
I forgot I
pack
put all that
against
shit in there.
I pack battled
the
against
fuck?
DPM and
Oh, dude, this
I wanted to get the
Pokeball.
old artwork, like
and
the
all
video
those
game.
videos are up on my channel. And I pack battled against Danny Phantom.
This is fucking dope. This is gonna get framed and hung.
Tried to go
somewhere.
the old art.
Oh, this is dope.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
It's
It's vibrant looking through here.
I think my saturation's like crazy high right now because I was messing with my camera. Like my lips are like, well, they were purple, like pinkish. But yeah, this thing is. Oh, this is dope. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. Glad you like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is awesome, dude. I'm gonna get this like I don't know, frame it or something to hang it up somewhere.
Instead
in the
of
background.
posters, FOMO and Bay's got lights.
Yeah, no wonder your shirt was so vibrant. Yeah, I got this for the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You get Eddie some shelves.
Not yet.
No, I don't
I
have
got
the
him stuff
shelves
to
yet.
go on the shelves though.
Yeah.
Do you have a good space for that? Like
Eddie,
where
you
you're
can-
sitting at now, or would you move it, Eddie? Like
Where I'm at, I could put shelves on this side. It'd be cool. I have like a corner that I could
Yeah,
totally
this too.
build up. It'd be good. I could always move to my left. So I have
Someone
I
starts some
have
crazy talk.
space to move and shit.
Sean wants some
Here's
crazy
an
talk.
idea.
Baze could come up with something good. He was talking about Nazis
Oh.
last time.
So you guys want to talk about some crazy conspiracy shit? Dude, I can totally get into
Can we
this
go
shit.
into how
Yeah.
the online shit is becoming like it's like people are making into real life in a way, kind of way. Like
What do you mean?
All right, let's
everybody's
go with that.
chronically
Let's go with that.
online, so it's like mixing with reality. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Say it.
Nah, Sean, see,
That's
I'm not
old.
that happy.
I don't know what you're talking about, Merc.
Like, I don't know. People are chronically online, dude. It's like it's mixing with reality with people in a way. I feel
Okay.
like it's
So, let me interject here. Is what you're saying the following? Some people's lives are integrated online almost into their reality because of how often and how long they are online. To them, their virtual world is a true reality, even though to us all out here it's not. In a virtual reality that they spend 16, 18 hours a day, they might be something that out here in the real world they are not, but whenever they're out here in the real world, they feel like they still are that which they are online. Is that what you're saying, kind of?
basically.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I agree with you.
What do you got, Shugg?
Some gummy bears.
No
Okay.
argument, bro. No argument.
No argument.
Somebody
Oh.
said Journey Together. This is Battle Partners, but this is candy, and it has a card with it too.
I gotta pee really bad, guys.
Did I just open this shit?
Can I open a pack of my Gundam box?
Hey,
Cause you guys are.
yeah, do it,
I
dude.
wanna. Yeah.
Do it.
Go for it, bro.
I've been wanting to open
Open.
it too. We need to open. We all need to open.
You
it.
guys want to open the Gundam box? We have 140 people in chat. We could open the fucking Gundam boxes, guys, if you guys want to. But
Why are there 140 people still here?
there's
That's what I want to
140
know.
people still watching us.
Why
bro. They
are
want
you
us to
guys
open
still
it.
here? Why are you
Because
guys
they're
still
the
here?
fucking
What are we
Hanger
doing,
crew.
people?
They're the Hanger
They went
Gang.
to sleep.
You get me?
All right.
The Hanger Gang is
Hey,
dope,
dude,
bro.
You know how I was talking about Spicy Boys and Ernie being like, y'all need to keep that behind closed doors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send them this though now and be like, hey, look what.
I think
It
he
would
was
happen.
one of them.
Look, jeez, Scizor. I got one of the hardest ones. It's as hard as Charizard.
Yeah, it's a secret rare right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat it. I don't
Ask
care.
ask
I'm not
Aaron
even
what's
gonna try.
or ask him what's he want us to talk about.
Where? Who?
Just
Ernie?
Nesto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Battle
He said,
Saga.
I want the juice.
It's
That's what
got
he says all the time.
It's got Gundam cards in it. There's 6 that I could pull potentially.
6 chase cards out of it.
I'm going random pack in the
It's a
middle of the
Gundam
box.
collaboration.
Give us the juice. How many people hit you up for the rocket box? Guesstimation. That's why I didn't hit you up for it.
Not that many. So there was a lot of people, like more than normal for like product. I think people have like kind of given up on me getting them sealed product here, because I'm just always like, eh. But it was probably like 10 people, maybe, like maybe 8. 8 people. Gonzo asked me, UAP asked me, PokeKid asked me, Eddie wants 2. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm put the message out
I'm happy
to.
with 1. I'm happy with 1.
Sean C said you got the old shit. I do have some old stuff, but I won't open it.
What am I looking for here? Shiny?
Yeah, Giga Chad, Rocket Briefcase.
That's shiny.
That's shiny. That's cool. Did you look at the set, like on TCG Player and stuff? Those cards?
Some of them.
I fucked up Scizor, guys.
Right.
I was trying to
I'll
be
save
careful,
the rest
but I
for you
fucked them up
guys.
right here.
I know we're supposed to all open it together like a kumbaya, but
Well,
I just
you
wanted
guys
to get
wanna
one
just
out the
open it
way.
right now or no?
Yeah.
We could just open it.
That's
Fuck
gonna
it.
take forever, Eddie. It's already almost 2.
All right, let's save it.
That's a good looking box, though. At least they made the art
Jack,
I think
quality.
so. I think it's nice.
Yeah.
But so I will agree with people though. The fact that it only has a booster box in here and none of the like accessories that it kind of advertised in the picture is kind of shitty.
Yeah,
Like it would be cool if it had all the leather deck boxes and play mat and everything.
That was for sure some trickery.
Like a crunch bar. No.
I'm surprised you
So when do
didn't
you
fill
guys-
up the box with the accessories. Go ahead, FOMO.
True. When are they expected to reprint the briefcase? Is there like a release date, or did they just
yeah.
announce that they were reprinting it?
May
They're taking
12th to
orders,
May
right?
15th is the order period, so you could start ordering 1 per account if you have a verified Japanese Pokemon Center account, but you need like address and phone number. And then it doesn't say like when they're gonna start shipping out. It just says in order of like 1,000 per day. So the first 1,000 to pre-order will get it whenever they start shipping. They'll get it one day. The next day will be another 1,000. The next day will be another 1,000. And then it does say like a disclaimer, like if we run out of product, it might not be 1,000 per day. We might have to like we might have to like manufacture them, and then you'll be a delay. So who knows when they're actually gonna send these all out? But
So a year from now.
But it's to demand.
yeah.
Good.
What?
That's how it should be.
James is it's a sexy toy or sex toy briefcase.
Do you still think that you think they're still gonna hold a premium? Are you counting on it?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
I mean they're gonna. They might like fall in price, especially like they already did. I don't know what they're at now. I don't really keep up with stuff, but I think it'll fall maybe a little bit more. My guess was like 200, but it'll go back up eventually. Some people will come in the hobby 5 years from now, and if Pokemon's still popular, and still somebody will be like, "Oh, there was a Rocket briefcase I can get."
Yeah.
Like I want one. Like it's Team Rocket, so I don't think it's ever gonna be not popular.
Yeah.
2 things. We have 2 questions from chat. Sean C asked, "How many views do you guys normally get?"
The same amount
Merc.
as what's in chat right now, basically, Sean.
2.
So yeah, this is
Okay.
record breaking for sure.
Yeah, my channel gets 2
Yeah.
views.
For my channel, for my live streams, it varies between 100 to 300 views depending on the live stream. If it's a more hyped opening, it's closer to the 300 views. If it's something chill, closer to the 100 views or the 200 view mark if I'm lucky and I got a couple raids.
Bay's got
I
them.
tend to live stream like 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week on my channel. And that ties me into the second question, which is in the chat, and it's from Giga Chad Brad. What do you guys do for a living? I think Shugg Nastee works in the medical field. So I'll let you
Yeah.
guys answer first. I'll be dead last for this one.
Skipping
Medical.
the question.
Just medical. You were right. I don't know. He called it. I don't know how he called it. Maybe the scalping.
You were talking about it earlier. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
then I guess IFOMO next.
IFOMO's
am a
medical.
nursing student. Yeah, medical.
Then Merc.
Yeah, pass.
Merc's retired.
I'm a broke ass motherfucker. I'm just a bum. I don't do shit. I just chill at home and I
You
kick
retired
it and I
too?
just do YouTube content. That's all I fucking do. I don't do shit. I don't fucking work. Go to my channel. Send a donation during the
What do you
live
do
stream.
during the
I
day?
need
He
it. I
sleeps.
need this shit.
You think
What
I'm
do you do
kidding?
during the day though?
He's sleeping.
I don't work. I really don't work.
But what do you do?
We'll get on.
Chill?
We'll get into it. We'll get into
Okay.
it off air.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
vampire.
Okay.
He's a
I'm just
vampire.
wondering because I took off
I am a
like
vampire.
a few years ago. I took off like 2 years from work, and I was just like, I'm just gonna chill, and it was just I got bored after a while. It was
Drug dealer.
nice, but then I just got bored, and I was like, I gotta go back to work.
I'm just a full-time content creator. That's it. I'm not very successful at it. I'm not good at it. I fucking
You
suck.
got the live streams on lock.
I
He's got a
make
schedule
money.
going
I
at
do make
least. That's
money
more
off
for
it,
more
but
than
I
most.
don't. I'm
Dude,
not profitable.
yeah.
I'm not profitable. Like everything I make is literally into the channel. It goes into
But you have-
giveaways and everything. But I am
somebody
a full-time
looking-
content creator.
Somebody
Like,
looking at your
there's
channel might not
taxes
be
being
like,
got rid of
oh,
this.
this is like the biggest. You don't have the biggest channel, but you have like some of the most committed and like loyal people in your channel that just like drop crazy donations and like are like funding
You've
like
been
the
there.
box breaks. Yeah, dude, you're like you
You
have
see
like
it.
it's not quantity, it's quality of like subscribers.
It's community based. I'm not shit. If it wasn't for Henry Daddy, if it's not for Andy Vasquez, if it's not for you motherfuckers,
CTR.
if it's
Paul-
not for
Paul
AMPM,
passed out
if
everybody
it's
up.
not for any of you,
Out
I
the
ain't
gate.
shit. My channel is dead. I ain't shit. I'm nobody.
Here, here.
I'm a bum. And all I'm doing is just putting content out. And I'm just chilling and I'm just kicking it. And everything I do is community driven. That's it.
Chemical engineer.
People want to
Nice.
fund giveaways on my channel. They
Dan.
want to fund box breaks. You guys want to see some shit? Let me show you some shit, actually. This
You could
Friday, Andy Vasquez, let me show you what he sponsored. Let me grab it.
Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles was a chemical engineer
I know a
before
couple
he
people.
went full-time Pokemon. I'm sure you probably heard of
Yeah.
Catch 'em All Collectibles.
Guys, I gotta.
Alright.
There's another person that was okay. Go
So
ahead.
I've been telling everybody that Andy Vasquez funded
Terrestrial
one
Festival.
sealed booster box of Terrestrial Festival EX for my break on Friday, and it's a completely free break. You just gotta show up. It's gonna be free, no charge to enter. It's like a free rip and ship. But I got 2 boxes, motherfuckers. So yeah, we got 20 packs. Nobody fucking knew it. We got 2 goddamn fucking booster boxes. Andy Vasquez paid for it all. We're giving all the shit away. Show up. Go to BEYSShowcase.
Good ad. Good promo.
CTR's crew will love it.
Now, we got anything else before we wrap it up? Dude, I love this poster.
Yeah, that is very nice. Actually gonna zoom into your screen just to see this.
Oh yeah, I
it's
forgot. Huh?
really cool. You know, the saturation is very nice. It improves the picture.
Yeah, I turned it up a little bit because it was a little like foggy or hazy, but
Yeah, when you popped up on Discord, I swear your like shirt started like resonating. Let's put it that way.
I don't know if you were here or yeah, you were when I popped up. Yeah, because I didn't tell Bays I'm using like a new camera, too. So
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's any better, but Discord limits the frame rate and stuff. So I don't know. We got anything else?
Did we talk on all the points we had set for tonight? I know we didn't really stick to the itinerary because we did get sidetracked.
I realize that I get very distracted when I open cards.
You guys see how hard it is for me to fucking do it? Goddamn fucking 2-3 times a week. But I love
Putting
it.
the
And you
cards
got
and going like this is already multitasking for me.
yeah, and then you got 150 people watching. It was 300 at one point, and we're
Oh,
not we're used to like 2.
Yeah. Well,
That shit
I
threw me
realized
off.
my mic was off.
I think I'm used to being live at this point, so it's not that big a deal. So it was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, now that
Yeah.
you mention it, that is intimidating, kind of. Appreciate
I
you
only
guys.
have between
Appreciate
Yeah.
the
20
chat.
to 30 in my chat at most, you
Appreciate you
know?
guys
Like
sticking
20
around.
to
You're the
30 is like a good night.
you're
So
the
this
most
was
seasoned.
huge.
You should shout out
It would take me a week to
the
open a
time that
booster
we're
box.
on
Yeah.
next week, guys.
11
All right.
Tell
o'clock.
everybody.
Next
Tell the
week,
chat.
so Saturday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's when we come back and we run this little series right here, Beyond the Binder. It is the podcast series with all four of us that you see today. Sometimes AM, PM Pokemon is here as well, so there is a potential for a fifth person to be co-hosting as well. Next week, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, go ahead and return, coming back and see us. We will be running that opening next week because next week we said we were going to do the Gundam opening, remember, guys? This
Yeah.
was IFOMO's first week back, next because IFOMO took a couple weeks off. So this was his first week back, and next week we're running that fucking opening. So we're doing the full booster box. Merc, you're gonna sit out like for a booster pack or so, whatever. But we're gonna fucking open it. We're gonna see who the hell gets the chase, and we're gonna give a big fucking shout out to Henry Daddy. He's the dude who sent us all those booster boxes completely free of charge. Fucking
Thank you,
legend.
Henry.
Fucking legend,
Thank you,
Henry.
chat.
Big
Appreciate
shout out
you
to
guys
him.
being
Big
here.
shout out
Henry.
to the fan clan. Danny Phantom, you're goated. Big shout out to CTR.
Hanger gang.
Yeah.
Fucking love you guys. Fucking love you guys. All right. We want to see you return. Make sure you come back.
Yeah.
Make sure you come back next time.
11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll try to have more topics for next week, of course. But you guys got to be here
We
and help us
probably
out. So.
Yeah. It's good having the feedback.
Yeah. You guys want to call it?
Yeah.
Later,
That's
guys.
gonna be it
Good.
for tonight, guys.
Later, everybody.
See ya.
Peace.